What's up, everybody? RevivalHouse.net with another BTM podcast commentary. Wow. Everybody, we got Riverman on board again, which is awesome, and we got Zach, naturally.
This motherfucking Riverman, he showed up again, and he's here, baby.
Hey, boys.
Yeah, special occasion, we're going to be doing the brand new It movie. I'm about to release digitally. It's and I think hitting Blu-ray in January. It's funny. I don't want to waste too much time because it's kind of a longer one. We'll kind of just get into it and we'll kind of talk about it. Because I saw it in theaters. We'll see if everybody else did, but I don't want to waste no time. Are you guys down with that?
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
It kicks in right at the Warner Brothers logo, so we're really not wasting any time. I have no idea what the Blu-ray is going to look like when that comes out, so if you guys are watching that by chance in a couple of months, just kick it off at the Warner Brothers. All right, 3 count. 3, 2, 1, play.
Hell yeah, and it's fading in and it's showing the Warner Brothers logo.
You see that watermark on this? Is that just glare? Is that like okay, maybe it's just glare.
You fucking stupid.
So, Riverman, I know Zach.
Oh, look, it's showing New Line Cinema. That thing, I thought they disappeared, baby.
No. Zach and I saw this in the movie theater. Did you see it, Todd, or no? River, sorry.
I don't go to the movie theater anymore, sorry.
Oh, so you don't mind that you're busting your cherry with this movie on the commentary?
No, I don't care.
We're going to get his live reaction.
That's good. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I know you're not going to be able to, you're only going to be able to pay attention so much, when we're talking about it, but I'll be honest with you, man. I don't think this movie's all that fucking everything everyone says it is. It's just, I don't hate it. I like it. I don't love it. And it's one of those movies where I watched it and when I watched it, I had a certain opinion of it. I remember me and Zach, we had a podcast right away, and then I remember the very next morning I regretted everything I said in the podcast.
Yeah, because you guys were ranting and raving about the fucking movie, I think.
No, we were fair. We didn't rant and rave about
Actually, whenever I first saw it, we did like an episode, and I said I thought it was okay, and then the next day I said it grew on me a little bit.
We went backwards. And so when we did the immediate reaction, I think I was like a point above Zach. Not like crazy or nothing, but I think I liked it a little bit more than Zach. And then, we flip-flopped. And we weren't stroking it off, Todd. I mean, neither one of us were just blowing it up.
Shit.
We were stroking off all over it. We fucking creamed all over it, baby.
But
that's a Beetlejuice poster. Yeah, that's
Gremlins
cool.
poster. Gremlins too. This movie's got problems. It's got things that are going for it. It's got things. Sometimes you ever watch a movie and things are going great. It's got all these things going for it, and they have a part in there, and you're just like, how the fuck did the director think this was a good idea? He could have easily just took that. Why did he do that? And there's things like that in this movie. I just don't.
Yeah. I'm liking the score and the rain outside.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. But you're going to see it here in this first scene. Like, obviously, I don't know how much we're going to spoil it for Riverman because he's never seen it.
Oh, I don't care. I'll probably end up watching this again just to get my honest opinion, but...
Yeah. Well, yeah, and the thing is I'm torn. It's like, do I buy this when it comes out on Blu-ray or do I not?
Isn't this just when he's afraid to go get the glue or whatever?
Yeah, he's going to go downstairs and you're going to see stupid digital eye effects. It's like this little digital glow things that are supposed to look like eyes. I don't know if it's like a screwdriver or something or what the hell it is.
I don't remember that.
Do they capitalize on the whole basement thing in this one? Do they show Georgie in like a basement type thing, right?
Yeah.
Do they do come back to this? I can't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you forgot?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's not a movie without its upsides. I mean, the cast is great. The kids are great. They're a lot of fun.
That's an old bitch.
The dialogue is really good. Like, whoever wrote the Cary Fukunaga, whatever he is.
Cary Fukunaga.
Obviously, True Detective, which I've yet to watch. I hear it's a real dialogue-heavy show. So
you haven't watched it? It's on fucking Voodoo,
I have
bitch.
the Voodoo. I uploaded it.
You didn't see them fucking dank-ass titties?
Not yet, man.
I want to fucking nut all over them titties.
I'll have to watch it, but obviously if you're going to have something that's dialogue heavy, it's going to be like Tarantino and you got to be good at dialogue. So he wrote the dialogue, the script for this, and I guess it shows because the dialogue's really good. Most people are real shitty about writing for kids. Like, they're so out of touch.
It's hard to say, like, if all of his dialogue was rewritten or some of it or what.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, but regardless, the dialogue's well done because usually any movie with kids, man. It's like when we watch that Jack Frost movie and there's that little kid. He's my hero. I mean, like, that kid is so cringeworthy. Nobody can write for children.
They always cast, like, the good-looking kids. Why don't they have, like... The majority of kids are ugly, dude. Ugly and fat. Why don't they cast them?
To me, he's that's a regular-looking kid to me. You think that kid's, like, some special... I mean, they look like normal kids.
You're gonna see the ugly fat kid later.
Oh, he's in this?
Yeah, they got the fat kid, and he pretty much steals Mike's role, making the little black kid totally pointless in this movie. Maybe
he has no
it's dumb. Maybe
arc at all. Really.
Maybe they'll sort of come back to him in the sequel. I don't know. Surely you'd think they would, but he was kind of the catalyst, and he brought a whole lot of people together, and that's just gone. We'll see if they capitalize on that. But the fat kid, and I hate it. I think we said this when we reviewed the movie. I hate that I have to call him the fat kid, but sometimes it's hard remembering their names really quickly. But
that stupid fuck just hit his head.
Yeah. But one thing...
Fucking idiot. He deserves what he gets.
One thing that bugs me, though, is talking about the fat kid. You know, if you take away the fact that they gave him Mike's plot point, the whole discovering the history of the clown, because he kind of stole that from him. It's like, what does that leave his character? Okay, he's fawning over Beverly, but that's kind of thin in this. And other than that, they just have a bunch of stupid jokes. They lay on the 80s nostalgia, really, you know.
Here's where the glowing eyes look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Pee-wee.
Yeah, you can't really tell too much in this lo-fi file. Yeah, I see it, though. Pee-wee in the fucking forest.
They should have had Georgie stick his cock through and it sucks it. And then he goes on his way. And it's like a slow build-up. Like, it is getting him to come there and he sucks his cock. And then he slowly gets under, like, he rots the kids from the inside out. And it's a slower process. But they didn't have that much time.
First impressions of this clown, I'm not too impressed.
You know, obviously they're not going to do the same. I'm glad they didn't try and do the same thing as Tim Curry. So I'm only going to dog it so much. It's whatever. It's fine. He does all right. He tried to do something totally different with it. I'm glad he did. You see, people dog on the Tim Curry because it's dated and he's clearly wearing the bald cap and shit.
Those people could suck a dick up.
But no, but the thing is I don't think so. I think the Tim Curry clown is very scary because
absolutely, it's still scary.
Well, I get it. It's cheesy. This clown here is a very dark clown. He looks almost retro. The Tim Curry clown was really vibrant and silly. He looked like he was going to go to your birthday party. This clown does not.
That's what a clown should look like, though.
Yeah, like John Wayne Gacy.
Who dresses up to look like a scary clown? You want to get the kids on your side.
That's what Tim Curry, that's why he was so scary, because think about when that miniseries came out in 1990. That's when Bozo the Clown was all the rage. So all of us little kids were watching Bozo's Super Sunday show on TV. So to us, that was a clown. And to see a movie where they depicted a clown that was like Bozo was fucking creepy. Even with the bald cap, it all made it creepy.
I think Bozo's scarier than this clown.
Prize game.
My Tiger Toys, a crisp $100 bill.
A crisp $100 bill.
My brother and I used to make fun of those kids that miss bucket one, dude. I'm like, how the hell do you miss bucket one? It's sitting right in front of you.
Hey, they're in there, all the lights on them, all the people watching it. They get fucking nervous, man.
Dude, you just reach your arm out, you get bucket one.
You drop it in, yeah. That bucket's not regulation size.
We used to go crazy when you hit bucket 10, though. Like, it happened occasionally.
This is where they drop... Look at it. Watch this, Todd. Watch this. This is what they should have never did. You're going to see a big Look, CGI. Look at this. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That's awful, dude.
When he bit down, it looked bad.
It looked like
before that, it looked okay.
Yeah, it looked okay before. Passed. But, see, this scene would have been just as effective had they cut to that part where he's crawling away. That looks
fake as hell, too.
Yeah, that looked fake, too.
He just pulled him right down there. Like, it's like the hole got bigger.
I'm just saying, like, it would have been so effective with less. I get it. It's a remake. It's rated R, or it's a, whatever. It's not a remake. I don't know. miniseries to movie, taking advantage of that R rating. But dude, like they should have just like showed his face getting menacing to imply what he was gonna do, cut away really quick, then cut away to him backing away. It would have been fine. Why do we have to see the impact?
That CG is fucking horrible.
And that's one of those moments where it's like, why did he think that was a good idea?
Well, he probably shot something thinking this will look good when they're done, and then he didn't sit there and watch them do it. So then when he saw it, he's probably like, that doesn't look good. But I guess it's done.
No, I mean, come on. I don't think it works like that. They cut shit all the time. They waste money filming scenes all the time that they end up scrapping.
Yeah, I'd be that guy that's like, I would probably piss a lot of people off because I'd be like, yeah, your effects getting cut out because it looked like shit, man.
Well,
I know you probably thought it looked good, but it looked like shit. Sorry.
I don't know what they're trying to do with this whole thing with the slaughterhouse and all. They never really come back to it.
To make us feel uncomfortable, pretty much.
I mean,
oh no, don't kill the animals.
But it really doesn't. Does it play too much into his arc in this? No. There's a small.
He doesn't have one.
He doesn't have an arc. They feel like they just shoehorn this in to give him something. This guy looks like fucking skinny Danny Glover talking to a young Muhammad Ali.
He does.
He kind of looks like what's his name, Sam Jackson, in that one movie where he says, "Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell."
I can never forget JP. He's coming too.
It's totally two different movies. Okay. We still got to do fucking Angels in the Outfield, man.
When are we going to be a family again?
I've seen that movie once when I was a kid.
Oh, I love it, man.
Oh,
We're always
watching.
Dude, I fucking love Tony Danza, dude.
It's great.
Was he in that?
Yeah. You used to be Mel Clark. Yeah, kid. Used to be.
I'd fuck Tony Danza's face.
Matthew McConaughey has a brief part in it.
Mm-hmm.
Early
I'd
role.
fuck him too. He's also in True Detective.
And it's also got the dude from
Aaron
House
Carter.
Guest. It's got the dude from House Guest in it too. Where's the dough? He's one of the.
Yeah, that guy's great. Did you see Aaron Carter back there?
No, I don't care, man. He's probably sucking a guy's dick. I hear he does that now.
Hopefully.
Aaron Carter?
Yeah.
Just for coke.
I'd fuck him.
He was so, quote, brave from coming out as bisexual and having relationships with guys in his past this year. To me, that was a big PR thing. I'm like, yeah, no one talks about you anymore. And you kind of just want to get in the media.
He looks like a druggie, dude. It's real bad.
Yeah. I don't know.
Of course.
But it's just the fact that he was using it as
he was a kid, and then he was famous, and then he wasn't famous. Why wouldn't you turn to drugs at that point?
You see that show, Meet the Carters, dude? That was a phenomenal show.
I remember.
I thought it was called, the Meet the Carters, where they live together.
They just bitch at each other the whole time.
Cry, dude.
Aaron!
Yeah, did you hear that the older brother got accused of raping somebody?
Yeah, that one kind of got swept under the rug. Nick. That got swept under the rug, didn't it?
Well, their sister died of a drug overdose.
That's horrible.
Was that recent?
Yeah, I think past couple years.
I'm talking about just like a couple months ago, whenever all that shit was happening.
The kids are entertaining, man. They wrote them right because they at least
is that the Stranger Things kid?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. He plays Richie. They nail the way kids talk to each other. You know, they're not clean. They make fun of your mothers.
You know what's funny? I saw people like uptight about that. Like, why are the kids cussing?
That's the way kids do, man. They make fun of each other's mother. This kid's making sexually explicit jokes. I mean, that's what kids do.
I know. I think it was just some stupid, like, really dumb mom that didn't want to think her kid was cussing at school.
And I like this Bauer. He's okay.
Yeah.
Flamer, dude. I love that.
He just burped.
That's Belch, man. That's how you know it's him.
I remember doing that, yeah.
I remember not even noticing that in the theater, so I figured Belch wasn't in it.
No.
Look at that mullet, baby. I just want to grab it and pull it when I'm fucking him.
Okay. What was I going to say? You threw me off by saying that fucking line. That was weird.
I took your ideas. What happened?
I
You were gonna
guess.
say the same thing.
No, it's I don't know, man. Yeah, I like the bullies in this. They're pretty good. The kids are they're the plus side of this movie. They're all good, even though I'd argue that in the miniseries, granted, no, they really didn't have more time. People come in the miniseries, they all had better arcs between them.
Yeah,
they had less time. Yeah,
yeah, and that's what people were trying to defend it, saying, "What are you talking about?" Well, it's a miniseries. I'm like, no, the first part of the miniseries was only an hour and a half. This is 2 hours and 15 minutes for that part.
Yeah, the first part of the miniseries is literally this movie. It's just the old kid stuff.
Yeah, but see, like this one, everybody's kind of thin except for the main kid. Maybe Richie, but Richie, what bugs me is later in the movie, Pennywise does the whole beat Richie, but they never reference that anywhere else in the movie, so it makes no fucking sense. Makes no sense.
It's like it's just there for the people who saw the old one.
Yeah,
either that or they forgot that they forget,
or they cut it out, or they cut out that scene.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the stupid kid that likes New Kids on the Block.
That's way too heavy-handed. See, to me, these whole scenes of comic relief. First of all, it's too early for comic relief, and it feels odd. But this whole thing with him listening to New Kids on the Block, and then also there's the scene after where they go to his room. He's got the poster and he's trying to cover it up.
Yeah, it's really only those two scenes.
Yeah, that's why it's so off kilter. It's like it doesn't make any sense. It's like we got these two little moments that don't really. I don't know. I guess Richie is comic relief throughout the whole movie with his zingers and stuff, but these seem really heavy-handed and forced to me. I don't like them. But I do.
Oh, look. No one signed his yearbook. She's the only one. He's a little bitch. She doesn't even have friends.
Staying alive.
Fuck him.
95. I like this fat kid, though. I mean, he's endearing. Don't you just want to pinch his chicks?
Yeah, I'm just fucking joking.
Pinch the chicks.
Stay here.
Yeah, that's what he looks like. As long as you can.
Stay here. For the love of God. Cherish it.
Ernie Peter's pants, too. Cool, man.
I can't wait till I get to hike school, Billy.
Hey, kids, it's me.
No.
That's actually fucking It the Clown. That's how he comes back in the sequel to this movie.
My favorite scene, arguably, of that fucking movie that we're talking about. I dare you to throw this at the bus driver. Like, it's so fucking random. Like, I dare you to throw this at the bus driver.
Yeah, those kids are fucking assholes.
That'll end your precious. Pretty damn quick.
And then they tell him to go touch her boob, and that's not PC. That wouldn't fly today.
Oh, and she let it go, man.
Well, if you watch it, it doesn't even look like he really did.
No.
It kind of just looks like he was fucking with the kids to make him think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a lot they really don't. I don't know. Oh, you get less of. I know you don't get much in the original one, but at least with him in the original movie, you see like a couple of scenes with him grieving of Georgie's death, and you see both the parents. There's the whole book sequence that bleeds, and there's the whole don't go in his bedroom. This is all we get from this. Is this scene. Then you never see the father again. You never see the mother.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how crucial that is, but...
Is that the same doofus from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
No, it's not him. Like, it could be addicting. You're talking about him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny is he kind of does look like him, but Beverly's dad, I thought was the fucking weird looking kid from Road Trip.
Oh, DJ Qualls.
What's his name?
DJ Qualls.
Yeah, he looks like an older version of him later in the movie when you see him.
Don't get me started on Beverly. I don't like I said, the kids themselves are fine. I like Beverly. I like everybody here. But dude, like they just tried too hard and they intensified the Beverly situation with her father being a very, very apparent molester. I mean, I liked how it was, kind of subtle in the miniseries. It was once again less is more. I fucking hate what they do with the.
Was it even in the miniseries? I think it was just in the book, and we just assumed that.
It was in the it was implied in the miniseries.
It was implied. It was very subtle. But it was creepy. Her dad was creepy, and it was subtle to the point where like a little kid watching it probably wouldn't get it, but an adult watching it would have gotten it.
Yeah,
and it was perfect. And I'm not saying they couldn't have added a little bit more, but I just think they go a little too far in this one. And I hate the fucking bathroom scene, man, with all the blood. That whole fucking scene, that whole sequence they do makes no sense. It's totally stupid.
I kind of like how all of the blood comes up.
I know,
but yeah,
but
it
makes no sense. And then all of a sudden we break in the middle of the movie for like a bonding moment with like fucking woo, and fucking music and shit.
Yeah,
and
we'll get to that.
It's almost as cringeworthy as Jesse dancing with his ass in Nightmare 2.
Oh, that's not cringeworthy. That's the best scene in the movie.
It is a great scene.
Look, he's having fucking Nazi flashbacks. They're in the oven and shit.
People were eating this up in theaters, though, man. I mean, it was still fun to see a movie that was hyped up and was packed, and people were, I guess, actually, you know what? People are really fucking annoying now that I remember it. It's actually a really annoying movie-going experience. I was just thrilled to be watching it with a couple little kids next to me, man. Those little kids were just freaking out. That was great to see.
Have you guys seen the new Star Wars yet?
No.
Dude, it's getting ripped apart by fans, dude. Critics loved it, but
I've seen mixed, man. Because Josh James, we were chatting, and he was the one that was kind of hating on it prior, and then he saw it, and he said it was amazing. I know some people that have said it was amazing. I've seen a couple of feeds where people I know are like, I don't know how to feel about this.
They need to really blow our minds. They need to show the chick getting fucking some other chick with a strap on. Show the black guy just fucking jizz in someone's mouth. He fucks Chewie. He fucks Chewie and just fucking bricks in Chewie's mouth.
Chewie's vulnerable. He's emotional.
The whole Star Wars culture is like a turd that won't flush, dude.
This is the way
sick of it.
This is it's just getting started, man, with Disney.
I know.
They got a whole new trilogy coming.
It's not, and they got this whole prequel movies. They got the Han Solo movie. They're doing the Marvel thing. They're gonna have a movie every 6 months. I mean, it's not like Star Wars was never not about making money. I mean, obviously they were just a toy machine, like just fucking toys and adverts. But now they're really pumping out shit.
See, this scene right here, I think is good because it needed more build up. Though we needed to hear about that picture that he was afraid of before we saw it.
Yeah, it is kind of just thrown in there. It kind of reminds me, I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of the whole Conjuring 2 thing with that skinny guy a little bit.
Yeah,
that whole sequence. But I don't know.
We needed a scene of him like locking up at night and nothing happens, but we see that he's afraid of this picture, and maybe it's one of those pictures that like really creeps you out as a kid.
Clearly pacing is an issue, so I get it. It's a juggling act. Because maybe they've considered, we got to put all this stuff in, but I get it. Pacing's tricky. I don't know. You'd think there's a magic formula and they can nail it, but I think eventually the director just compromises. Well, we'd rather ditch that to make the pace better. Did you ever have a picture growing up that was scary, man? I've told this story, I think, but I was always.
When I was a kid, my dad, he had another daughter that we never met because he was with another woman, which. They broke up and she just kind of left and he didn't get to see her for a long time. Mm-hmm. And then she, like, once she got older, she came by, but we had a picture of her hanging in her as a kid hanging in our dining room. And it was fucking scary because I didn't know who it was. I never met my half sister and stuff.
Was this before he married your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So before all that.
Before I was born and everything.
The picture that creeped me out was whenever I'd stay at my grandmother's house, and I used to stay in the basement, and the basement had no windows, so when you turned out the lights, it was pitch black. And right above the bed was a giant picture of Jesus, on the mountain praying to God. It's like, oh, and I don't know why. It's not that it creeped me. It kind of creeped me out, but it's like I was like 10 years old, and like I couldn't. 10, 11, you're wanting to masturbate. You're at that age. It's like, I can't. Jesus is literally looking down on me right now.
It's like when you're watching porn and the chick that's getting fucked has a big crucifix tattoo or something.
Okay.
I was never scared of a picture, but when I lived with my grandparents, I always used to go downstairs and do the laundry, and they had this like furnace that like really freaked me out because like it would turn on randomly and then like it would open and shut like it was a mouth.
Is this fucking Home Alone?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I was waiting for you to just like reveal that. I'm like, okay, this is a little too familiar.
That the kid's mom kind of looks like the fucking mom from Carrie. I don't know if it's her, but it looks like her.
Oh, Sissy Spacek.
The mom character, though.
Oh, the mom. Okay. No, that's what I was going to say. No, remember, this is obviously for another podcast, but remember my grandmother's house in Kentucky, the one that was a lot of creepy shit happening, haunted shit? She had pictures all over that fucking basement, and she had an obsession with Elvis Presley. So I'd be laying down in the pitch dark. I mean, it was absolutely dark, and I could just barely see the outline of these pictures of the fucking king. And it used to freak me out because it was like an unhealthy obsession. And then she had this one picture, and it made it related to nothing else on the walls of Buckwheat, the original Buckwheat from the Little Rascals. It creeped me out. He has big old hair, and he's got his mouth wide open like he's about to take a dick. And she also had like owl decor. She had like wooden carvings of owls, and they'd be staring at you. It was just really fucking creepy, man.
I remember thinking that scene was pretty effective, but it could have been done better.
Yeah. Everybody's got to learn via a book or something.
It would have been better if it was at night and he was at the library or something.
Would have been scarier.
Yeah.
Alone, yeah. Who is that again?
That guy looked like Georgie from the original.
So
you didn't wink at him.
I don't get it. It was like a big fucking clown tornado. Why was that kid in the tree?
He saw the clown earlier, but yeah, that's just setting up what he's gonna see down in the basement here in a second.
Gotcha.
Want to know what movie looks really shitty? Is the new Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I saw the trailer for that. That looks awful.
Jurassic World sucked, dude. I watched that when it came out, like for rent or whatever. I literally couldn't invest I couldn't invest in it. I kept taking myself out of the movie. I kept doing other shit. I could not focus on that movie. I don't even know what happens. I just could not stay involved with it. So
it didn't even have a fucking T-Rex in it. It had like some hybrid dinosaur. That's no fun.
I hate when they do that, man. And they're doing that with the new one. There's like this new fucking thing. I'm like, dude, this is stupid.
Yeah, we want to see fucking dinosaurs that really exist. Come on,
and
man.
They were marketing Ian Malcolm returning, which is great. Jeff Goldblum's great. But then I think he said in a recent interview that, it's like more or less a cameo. So I think that trailer they showed where he's in a courtroom talking, that's probably the only fucking scene you see him in. I'm like, that's lame.
Finds a way. Nightmare on Elm Street's coming out with a remake of the original.
Again?
A second remake of the original.
When did they announce this?
I don't know. I'm on the internet. It says 2018.
No.
Just don't do it.
I mean, they were going to come back to it. It's not like they're going to let that franchise die completely.
Beyond.
Well, if the remake was any indication of like the ideas they have for the series now, just let it fucking die.
All it's going to do is this movie is going to greenlight a lot of those fucking projects, It's like, because I know this technically this isn't a remake to me, but everybody's considering it a remake. They're gonna be like, oh man, it was so huge. Let's fast forward that fucking Nightmare remake. Let's fast forward. Let's do a Pet Sematary adaptation remake. Like he just barely.
I'm not looking forward to see Pet Sematary done again, man.
No, I'm not either.
I think that was one of the best horror adaptations, for not counting The Shining.
Yeah. The charm is of the era too. I love the era that Pet Sematary is. I don't know.
It's so dark. Like they wouldn't do that now. They wouldn't have Gage getting hit by a truck.
Are they forgetting that Jeff survived at the end of the second one, and why are they afraid to make a Pet Sematary 3 starring Furlong?
That would make me come.
I get it, man. Creed died at the end of the first movie, but Eddie Furlong, his story remains untold. Unfinished.
Yeah, they should just bring Creed back and have Scott Stapp play him.
Yeah.
Did you hear they're coming out with the return of Killer Clowns from Outer Space in 3D?
Oh,
they've been talking about that for years,
a long time.
Too.
Yeah, September 2018. They have a trailer for it, I think.
I like how they beat the shit out of this kid. And that sounds horrible, but I think the scene is more realistic.
It's kind of funny that they keep making fun for being fat, even though one of their buddies is fat.
Yeah, but that was always the case. Look at that.
Nothing wrong with being fat.
Bullies are just self-loathers, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that whole thing. You guys are gay for sucking my dick. Just looking at you makes me say it's that whole thing.
But getting bullied builds character, man. They have their own place.
Oh fuck bullies! We can bullies.
Bully, bully.
Anybody listen to this?
Bully, bully.
Take a.
Whoa, dude.
That's getting cut.
Please bleep it out, and then they'll just hear our reaction that was fucked up. Beep, beep, beep. Oh god!
I really want to fuck Aaron Carter there though.
No, okay. He looks like fucking Malfoy, Draco Malfoy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, but I like this whole sequence. It's nice. I dig it.
Light a cigar and dig it.
Light a cigar.
They should have had Bauer say that since he's got the mullet.
Yeah. I can't remember.
They needed the scene where one of the kids comes in and sees like Bauer and his buddy jacking each other off, though.
Yeah, they decide. I mean, are they going to go all in or what? They're like, oh man, we're going to take advantage of this R rating. Except we're not going to have the gangbang in the sewers. We're not going to show the two boys jerking each other off. Man.
I wanted to see that shit. I want to see them all take turns on Beverly Marsh.
The jerk off scene in that scene literally, it does nothing. I get it. They're just throwing in yet another scene to convince us that Bauer's crazy. We get it. He's nuts. Like we can lose that one.
Well, that's why he's a bully too. They're bullies because they hate themselves.
Do you know they announced It Chapter 2?
Yeah, of course.
Duh.
Like the first day this came out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, this movie ends with it saying Chapter 1.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this
is only the kids. It doesn't have the adults.
Yeah.
Mm.
When the only thing I'm scared of too is that this movie made so much money that they're gonna lure in A-list talent, and it's like I don't think this movie doesn't need A-list talent to succeed. They don't for part 2 to succeed, and I don't want them to lure in people like that.
I don't know. It depends on who they get to do the sequel.
Just get unknowns, man.
That little kid kind of looks like a bootleg kid version of The Hobbit.
What if they get Pauly Shore, dude?
I would jizz.
This is Riverman's first rodeo. We do this in every podcast. We kind of fit Pauly Shore in somehow.
Dude, Pauly Shore should play Pennywise.
We already said that on the fucking review, dude. Isn't that funny? We're repeating ourselves. We're parodying ourselves.
We're in a loop and we don't even know it.
They all fluff body.
You think people are like, how the fuck are you guys watching this movie so early? Actually, we're all together and we're in the theater.
Yeah. Dude, I think the kid who plays Eddie Spaghetti's great, man. He does a better job than the original kid. Like, he's super hyper, like, in the way he is, and a hypochondriac and stuff. I think he's good.
You gonna tell me Seth Green wasn't good?
That's not Eddie Spaghetti. That's Richie, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Spaghetti's, this is better, yes, you slime. I like him, too, but this kid really plays up the role he has.
I don't know. I kind of forget he exists in this movie.
I forget the Jew exists. Look at him. He's the one you forget exists.
He has nothing either, but Eddie Spaghetti, I think I forget even more.
And I want to say again, I feel bad every time that I have to call this kid, the fat kid, the Jew. I don't really mean in a derogatory sense. I can't think. Can you remember the Jewish kid's name? Like, really quick, if I say, what's his name? You can't.
I don't remember.
If you let me think about it for a little while, I'll get to it. But it's like, it'll just slow down the flow.
Is it Richie?
No, Beat Richie. That's fucking the Stranger Things kids.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can remember Richie is because of Beat Richie. And then it's like, okay, that's Richie.
Well, we need to just get rid of names. Names are overrated. I forget names. A lot of people forget names. Fuck names.
Why would a kid... Would you walk through that shit? Look at that. He's just like...
Probably rats in there, dude, and leeches.
Why would you do that? I mean... Did he call them tits? That's funny.
Why not? I'd do it.
Kids were crazy though, man. I mean, I don't think kids are this crazy anymore, but I think back then kids would like have aerosol and really torture kids and stuff. I mean, we had...
it'd be funny too. He's in the sewer and that's a bunch of shit fumes coming up. What if he lit that and the whole place just exploded?
Isn't it really convenient that he looks like he's wearing water boots, like he knew he was coming here? His boots,
Oh, that's the style, baby.
He looks like, what's that guy's name? Adam Driver, the fucking guy who plays the bad guy in Star Wars now?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Kind of looks like him. So what are they supposed to be? The missing kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Pennywise scares were better in the book and in the series, because the series is more like the book. I think all these are pretty much, except for Beverly's, they're all like kind of rewritten for this movie.
I love it when he turns into claymation and he goes down the drain.
Yeah, that's great.
Or he opens.
You want to know something, Zach? I can't even read.
What?
What is that from?
Saved by the Bell, dude.
I don't. What episode was that?
It's one where who's that bully that told Screech he couldn't read, dude, and he wanted Screech to laugh at him so he can punch his face in. He's like,
Is it Ox?
"That's not funny."
I thought of what was it, like Wayne's World, where he says that? Wayne's World 2.
Oh, yeah. Never learned to read. I think Riverman misses Corey G with all this fucking talk about California Dreams and fucking Saved by the Bell and stuff.
Dude, I watch Saved by the Bell every Sunday, so don't even start with me.
It's funny. I've been watching Urkel like hardcore. I'm almost through the whole series.
God, you guys are dumb.
I love Urkelbot, dude, and I love Stevel, the fucking doll.
You love Steve Lee, dude? Fucking Bruce Lee ripoff. No, Mom, it's a night guy.
Bruce Lee, Sarah Lee, Sarah Lee, the cake lady. No.
She's got her period.
Yeah, there's this scene with a creepy guy at the clerk. He's kind of like rapey.
Oh yeah. What is she, like fucking 11?
Maybe. No, she's older than 11, but the thing is I don't know. Girl, it looks about right for the era because she looks more mature than the boys, but girls were always they always looked a little bit more mature and older at the same age. Around this period in life.
So this guy has to know she's like really young, though.
He knows. He calls her by name. That's probably the family pharmacist. He looks like fucking Adam West.
His name was Deke. That was Good Morning, Miss Bliss. That was in Saved by the Bell.
You're still on that shit?
Yeah, I was trying to remember his name, dude.
We're talking about Adam West right here.
We're doing a movie, if you remember.
Nobody talks about the movie during commentaries.
This is one we're actually trying to, though, because, it's pretty... there's a lot to say.
Yeah, do you think we should, hold on to this before we drop it so it's closer to the release date?
The release date's the 5th or the 18th, I think, isn't it?
It's coming out digitally any day now.
Yeah.
We can just... let's just release... We'll just release it ASAP.
But it doesn't fit with the whole... we were doing Christmas movies.
Hey, that's all right. I'll cover our tracks right now. Hey, folks, I know we're taking a break from Christmas, but we have a special, circumstance here. It's because it came out. We'll get back right on that. There, I took care of it.
Oh, you broke the continuity. I just can't deal with this.
Broke the fourth wall there, Aaron.
Exactly.
Remember when kids used to wear shorts like that, those short shorts?
No.
I used to wear shorts over sweatpants.
Okay, that's fucking weird.
It was popular back in the 80s.
I never wore shorts as a kid. I always wore pants.
Because your balls hang low?
Yeah.
If the chain hang low, does it wobble to the flow? Does
it shine in the light?
Is it platinum? Is it gold?
Is it platinum? Is it gold? That's right. You didn't listen to it, man, on our, I think it's the fucking Frost or Jack Frost or Michael Keaton commentary where we were talking about that song, and then that's the song you put at the fucking end of the commentary, and I laugh my ass off.
Who sings that? 2 Chainz?
Jib, dude.
Who?
Yeah, some guy named Jib. He just sounded like Nelly. He had one album. Jib's a one-hit wonder.
It's fucking funny.
I don't know. It was 2 Chainz or Chingy, dude.
Chingy?
Remember
Did you hear a thur? Did you hear a right thur in that song? No.
I don't know. I thought he had a few hits.
He was big pimping at the Holiday Inn.
Oh, yeah.
God, that music is awful, dude.
Yeah, and it hasn't changed much. You'd think it would have.
No.
But I'm saying, like, 2003, you had Shingy, you had Lil Jon, you had all these things that were popular, Usher, and then it's kind of all the same. Just little things have changed. You know, like maybe the stuff in the background is a little bit more dancey or clubby. I don't know, but it's just
there's a sea full of shitty artists, and then there's like for every shitty like 8 shitty artists, there's like one decent one.
Yeah,
Speaking of good artists, do you guys see my Edward Furlong video I sent you? On
we've seen them all. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, the video. He got the CD.
I got the CD, dude. I was rocking out to the Christmas song.
Oh, I didn't watch.
And I was showing you guys all the pictures from the cover or the CD
from the booklet.
CD booklet, dude. It's hilarious. He's holding flowers, dude. It's so funny.
I didn't see it, man. Did you send it on like Facebook or what?
Yeah, Facebook Messenger, dude. I have it playing in the background, dude.
It's DJ Qualls.
That guy doesn't look like fucking he looks like Robert Patrick.
No, he looks like DJ Qual. You can suck my dick. Don't tell me what he doesn't look like when I say he does.
I can't fucking do it.
You suck my dick and fucking like it. Man, Korn is the greatest band ever.
You know, he actually looks like Scott Weiland, like right before he died. Like kind of like that edge. He looks nothing like DJ Qual though.
Fuck you. You don't know what he looks like all the time. He gets older. That could be what he looks like now.
She's a tormented teen. So she's cutting her hair because she doesn't want to be like attracted to him. Is this like a
yeah? That's what they're implying, or just to piss him off.
I don't know. That's an okay touch. I like that. That's fine. This whole hair thing they're about to do though, it just gives me flashbacks to The Ring. You know, because remember The Ring? There's like the Samara hair and stuff pulling out of the throat and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Which I never saw Rings, by the way. That movie looks shitty.
Oh, it's not good.
It looks shitty.
It's better than the second one, though.
Is it really better than the second one?
Yeah, the second one's not good at all.
Yeah, the second one's not great or anything, but I'm like, that movie looks real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all those little boys and their little fucking their little skivvies.
I know, look at their little cocks. I just want to fuck them.
No, hey, look. See, like the fat kid? Like, they all have slits in their boobies. See how the fat kid's got those?
He's got the any nipples.
He's got those little slits in his boobies. Why is it that kids had those before he, like, totally mature? I had them. I had little slits in my boobies. I
did, too.
I didn't have, like hard nipples.
The prepubescent nipples. Now they're gonna fuck her, baby.
Okay. Weird scene. Like, yeah, I'm not even gonna look where I'm leaping here.
Yeah, what if she landed on a fucking rock?
What if she just biffed it and tripped?
She just fucking became like Macaulay Culkin at the end of fucking The Good Son, just landing right on a rock right there.
Yeah, you remember the time we all got together on the weekend and we hung out on the edge of a bluff in our fucking underwear? And that wasn't gay at all?
Well, there's a girl there. It's not gay.
Look, and they're wearing skivvies, dude. So, like, look, it's like a wet t-shirt contest, white shirts. They can see everything. I would never do that. You might as well be skinny dipping.
I would do that. I
certainly wouldn't let you ride on my shoulders with your fucking nutsack rubbing against my neck.
Oh, you little bitch. What? I bounce my nutsack on your chin every night, and you don't know it.
Do you think, I don't know, do you think the kids at all during this filming of the scene where the kids' parents like, is this scene really necessary to the director? It's very necessary. We need them in their underwear.
Yeah, we need the kids, like, they like the chick in the group.
The only thing that's missing from this scene is Jean-Claude Van Damme riding by on a pontoon boat taking pictures and smiling and waving.
I thought you were going to say fucking the kids.
No, have you ever seen that scene in Kickboxer?
I got hard all of a sudden.
You ever seen that scene in Kickboxer where he just gets to Thailand and he's riding on a pontoon boat, like tourism, taking pictures, and he sees these naked, except in this movie they're naked, like little dicks and everything, and there's this awkward cutaway where he's taking a picture of him and he looks up and he smiles and waves. It's like, it's fucking weird is what it is.
Does he come?
Does not. Deleted scene.
Aaron, I sent you a few photos.
Okay, I can look at photos.
Let's see. Your phone, dude.
Yeah, I see it here. Oh, got the flowers, dude.
I love these pictures, dude. I send you one more, dude. He's holding the flowers, dude.
God.
You got to watch the interview he did for Korean TV.
This one's coming. Oh, here's the other one, dude. Looks like a prom picture, dude.
Look at those shoulder pads in that fucking flower picture.
I know, dude.
It looks like an awkward prom picture, like he's showing up at the front door and he can't smile and he's nervous to say hi to the father. Why is this in the liner notes?
I don't know, dude.
Why does the CD exist at all?
Why did this make the final cut? Like I said, who told them that, yeah, these tracks are good, we'll just go ahead and put it out? Who did that with the photos too? Like, yeah, these photos are great, no need to take a second one.
There's a lot more, dude. I said they're in the video, though. You have to watch the video.
Why couldn't they give him a suit that fits?
I'm surprised you got an actual copy. I figured you get like a CDR.
No, dude. Those Chinese, they know what's up. $5, dude.
Why does that book look all long? It doesn't look like it's standard CD.
No, it's a standard book, dude.
Interesting.
Yeah, quit fucking naysaying everything, Aaron, you little bitch.
We gotta upload it to fucking YouTube, man.
We can.
Put it on the Revival House channel.
I'll upload it right now to iTunes.
Here's the scene where they all fuck.
He's gonna have he's a little.
This is the scene where he sets his computer up, and Beverly Marsh comes in and changes, and he leaves the fucking webcam going.
Oh yeah,
and then he
Jim?
runs to his buddy's house.
Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see the New Kids on the Block poster on his door too.
New Kids on the Block. Suck a lot of dick.
It's really interesting.
I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
LFO.
I'd take her if I had one wish.
For the summer. For the summer.
That song was so shitty. For the summer.
Dude, that guy died, dude.
Oh, the LFO guy?
Yeah, he died of some disease or something, or cancer. I don't know what it was.
That's a bummer. I remember I remember some kid in middle school, high school, his little brother, I met his little brother one time at their house or whatever, and this little kid, it was the weirdest thing in the world because he was like, I don't know, maybe like 6th grade, and he was obsessed with the boy bands. And he was totally like a straight boy, and he was obsessed with LFO and NSYNC and shit. It was really odd. But then again, River, weren't you like obsessed with the Backstreet Boys? Didn't you like them?
Not the Backstreet Boys, but I like some boy bands.
Your brother liked the Backstreet Boys. He had the Millennium album, right? Is that what the album's called?
I think everybody did.
I didn't. It came in the mail with free samples of Tide.
Well, so I had the one where they were puppets or something.
That's NSYNC, I think.
Oh yeah, that was NSYNC.
Oh, NSYNC. You had that, Zach?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
I don't know.
You bought that shit?
Well, I didn't buy it. It was probably my sister's.
Okay.
I just remember it being around.
Aaron's too cool to admit that he listened to boy bands.
Dude, I never listened to boy band. I mean, dude, Limp Bizkit is just as bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like say I'm clean here. They basically were, dude. Some of those fucking bands were basically boy bands, dude. That
looks like the Psycho House, kind of.
A little bit. So we're gonna have the leper.
Why don't people just call him a homeless person? When people say leper, I thought they meant like a fucking animal. Like a leopard.
Well, that just makes you an idiot.
I was like, when does a fucking leopard show up?
That's funny.
And it's like, no, it's the homeless guy. Why didn't you just fucking say that? What are they, animals? They're fucking people. They're human beings that don't live somewhere. Call them fucking homeless people. Leopard. See, it's them that's stupid. Loki's gonna give him the red pill, Neo. Yeah, take this red pill. You'll know that, like, feminism is bullshit, man. Men's rights is what it's all about.
I know, that's what I'm all about, red pills, and Zach's the total opposite. He's blue pill all the way.
The men's rights, baby.
This scene's a little too shaky cam for me. It's not really doing anything for me. Not scaring me.
That homeless guy is sad.
He was the clown the whole time.
He's got a big ass lip. I just want to bite it. They needed a scene where he was just hanging out jacking off on the kids.
God, that clown looks fake as hell.
Dude, well, the Tim Curry clown looked fake too, dude, to be fair.
No, it didn't.
Dude, you can see
It
his
looked
fucking
like a
bald
dude in a
cap.
fucking suit. That's what's scary about it, dude.
He looked like
He was totally fake looking. That wasn't no real clown.
Look, but the thing is he wasn't. That's why he was scary, but he wasn't supposed to be. I don't think.
Dude, every fucking clown looks fake as hell. Not CGI shit like this.
Well, that clown was a CGI. He just had fucking prosthetics.
He doesn't even
full
look
of shit.
human, dude.
Oh yeah, he looks like kind of a mutated, like an alien, big bulbous head. He looks like Roger from fucking American Dad with clown makeup on.
But yeah, his mouth is shaped weird and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
But yeah,
I don't
you
care.
said Tim Curry looked fake, as if like there are real clowns, and Tim Curry was just pretending to be a clown.
I don't care.
He ain't no real fucking clown. He had a bald cap on.
Every clown has a fucking bald cap on, dude.
He wasn't born with that fucking honky nose.
I don't care. I mean, like, I don't like this clown as much but it's whatever. They had to do something different. I probably was never gonna like it as much as Tim Curry. So that's like honestly the smallest nitpick in the movie. I'm not gonna sit there and knock the fucking Pennywise that
They
much.
should have had the plot should have been that the kids sneak into Pennywise's house and steal his nose, and then he comes trying to find it.
Oh, Zebo, it's the scariest ride in the park when you're fucking laughing in the dark.
And he starts calling him. He's like, "Where's my nose?"
No, he goes, "Give it back."
Is that Are You Afraid of the Dark?
So, yeah, it's it's the second episode.
Mr. Fink, Fink, Fink with a v.
Wrong episode, but he was in it. He played the
Magical rule number 4: always leave them wanting more.
Remember the one with the guy with the beard? It knows what scares you.
Yeah.
The one that used to scare me was like the ghost granny that lived in like one of the apartments, dude. Do you guys remember that episode?
Yeah.
That episode scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
The guy, the It Knows What Scare You, is that the one with the monster in the basement that like could see your fears and he wanted the boy?
Yeah, he put him in a room and then like a little statue came out.
And yeah, the boy, he wanted to feed him like kids, like bring him people, kind of like Hellraiser.
And it had what's her name from Scream, Nev Campbell in it.
Oh, was she in that one?
Yeah.
That was a pretty dark one. I think that one had a dark ending too.
Is that the same one I was just talking about, or no?
I'm not sure. That's not the one with the granny in the in the room. I think that show still holds up. Mm-hmm. I think it's better than like.
Oh, I love it. I love the first couple seasons.
Goosebumps doesn't hold up at all anymore.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh! It's kind of like that dog barking it.
Yeah, that's the best part is the theme song.
Yeah, that's not a good show. I never really loved that show though. I mean, it was just always kind of okay.
I was right at that age when it was on.
But the thing is they played that during the day, and Are You Afraid of the Dark came on at Saturday nights. I mean, I think there was clearly an age target demo difference. Because, I mean, they're both kid shows, but I think Are You Afraid of the Dark had a little bit of a darker edge.
Because it was rated Y7, it might be too spooky for children under 7.
Y7, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Y7? No, I thought he called it GB7, like Goosebumps.
No, Y7, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Y7.
I don't fucking know.
Duh. Every kid knows that.
And the one's for everybody, which is called Y. Rated Y, I mean. See, that's totally the fucking retard from Road Trip.
It's not, dude. Doesn't look like him at all.
It totally is.
Looks like Scott Weiland. I'm legit on that. I'm serious.
Who the fuck is Scott Weiland?
Stone Hill Pilots. And he looks like Scott Weiland, especially from that video right before he died, where he's singing that singing live.
Oh yeah, remember that one where he's got his shirt off and he's just jiving. He's like moving his like shoulders around and shit.
That's what he always did. But no, there was a performance he did right before he died and succumbed to his abuse and stuff. But he was so out of it, and it was pathetic. He was playing with his solo band, and I think he was singing Vaseline. You know that song, Todd?
Oh yeah, Vaseline.
Getting fucked without Vaseline, yeah.
With no Vaseline, just a match and a little bit of gasoline.
But the fucking video is cringeworthy because he's out of it. He's paralyzed, and he's not singing. He's like barely kind of grunting. And
he's not moving his mouth, dude.
Dude, it's so embarrassing. Because he was a great singer and performer. I mean, when he had his shit together.
What was that band he was in with Slash?
Revolver.
Yeah.
Not a great band either. I mean, like, I actually have that.
I always just
They had
wanted
a
to see
few good
Slash fuck
tunes.
them.
I actually have the first album, and I can never get into it. It literally has like a couple of good songs on it. I'm like, this isn't that good.
Yeah, there's a few.
A lot of 80s hair metal had a couple of good songs on them.
That's not that album came out in 2003.
Early 2000s, yeah.
I know, but that's what they were going for.
I thought they were going for the early 2000s sound.
No,
I thought they were going for my ass.
I don't know. I think they went for kind of a classic rock and roll sound through a modern of the time filter. I don't know. It sounded exactly what you would have thought it to. I don't know. But all I know is Guns N' Roses needs to come out with a fucking album before they break up again.
We had a Slinky, but I straightened it.
They need to come out with Japanese Democracy.
We had part of a Slinky. I always that line always intrigues me because it's like, why do you have part of a Slinky?
I like how we're talking about three different things simultaneously. Okay, Ghostbusters.
Speaking
2,
of
part
that, I
Slinky.
watched Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Of course, it's something different. Okay,
Ace
what?
Ventura. Everybody loves a Slinky. Everyone loves a Slinky. Remember that? That movie is a lot better than the first one. I can't believe. When I was a kid, I loved the first one better, but I just watched the other one.
I always loved the second
When Nature
one.
Calls is so much more funny, man.
Yeah, I always like Nature Calls better from day one.
I like them both though. The first one, and just in a different way.
Hungry fella, there you go. Let me feed the birds.
Probably because I like to see hemorrhoids, but
Yeah, the first one's got the crazy Catwoman lady.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just think the gags are funnier in the second one. I think the opening is stronger in the second one. I love that opening, man, where he's climbing the mountain, he loses the raccoon, and the fucking. I mean, everything about it's hilarious. Okay, we're back to the cellar now. They are coming back to it. But
He's gonna see Georgie naked, cock hanging.
oh wait, he's gonna see Georgie. That's kind of a creepy visual. I kind of like how they
Georgie Porgy pudding in pie.
It would have been better if they fucked though. See, look at him. He looks like he wants the cock.
He's got that gleam in his eye. The fuck.
You ever see the movie Don't Look Now?
No, who's in that? Henry Rollins?
Oh man, the fucking what's his name's dad? Sutherland.
Oh, Donald Sutherland. I was like, that narrows it down. You know that guy's dad? Okay.
But there's this great, like, it centers around like his daughter died at the beginning of the movie. She was wearing like a red raincoat, and then like the movie just kind of goes on, and throughout the movie there's like a killer on the loose and shit. But he keeps seeing like what he thinks is his daughter wearing the red raincoat. It's like a ghost story and shit. But then it all comes to a head at the end. Spoiler alert. He finally catches up to the red raincoat little girl. She turns around, it's a fucking midget wearing it, and she pulls out a knife and fucking kills him. It's like,
that sounds like a really good ending, and I'm never gonna want to watch that movie now.
That's genius. So the midget in the raincoat was killing the people. It was great. But yeah, you can't watch it now.
Yeah, you just blew it for me.
I just blew my load.
Oh, yeah.
This is the scene too where they all fuck Beverly. This is the scene. They actually shot it.
You got teased how many times when you watched this in theaters? How many times did you have your pants unzipped? You're like, all right, here it comes. Shit, not faked out again.
Yeah, see, fucking Richie, he's sitting out there like a bitch. Like he's not going to get his turn.
I'm picturing Zach waiting to go see this on like a matinee 4 weeks after it came out, so he can be alone in the back of the theater with your fingers on your temple like Travis from Taxi Driver, just waiting for you to pull your pants down. You know, it's waiting for that moment.
I think I saw this the day it came out.
I know you did.
Actually.
That magic moment.
This scene is stupid. To me, this kind of, it doesn't slow down the movie or anything. It's just weird. It just kind of like stops the,
They should have just cut it out. We shouldn't have seen them trying to clean it up. And then the fact that they actually are able to clean it up before the dad gets there
in no
is
time
ridiculous.
is absolutely stupid. Nobody could clean this up.
It would literally take like at least 3 hours, at least. But they had Richie sit out there to look for the dad as if he's coming home any minute.
Dude, you could not clean that in 3 hours. That is blood. Blood, I mean, that just doesn't wipe up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, at the very least, 3 hours.
Did they have all the resources to clean this up? Look, he's got fucking paper towels. Fucker's trying to clean it with paper towels.
Yeah, that would take a week to clean that shit up.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to call a professional cleaning crew. You'd almost have to get a power washer and just blast that fucking shit.
I could take a shit once and run out of toilet paper on wiping my ass.
Even the wolf couldn't clean that shit up. Even if he had a cup of coffee.
No, still look at that. Look at that. That's crazy, man.
And they're listening to The Cure while they're cleaning blood.
It's weird.
Why they do that?
They're weird, man. I think they should have put "Don't Stop Me Now" like by Queen in there, something even more upbeat.
Now it's all clean. It's spotless, baby.
Is this where she like blows them? They're already in the bathroom. Half the work's done.
Hopefully it is.
They don't capitalize on this either. I mean, because are we supposed to assume that in the second one that they're going to be grown up and she's just going to all of a sudden like the fat kid? Do you think they're going to do flashbacks in the second one? Or do you think they're just going to pretty much hit the ground running with the adult stuff and not look back?
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard telling.
I think they're going to have to. Because if they're... I don't know. This kid... Where did this kid come from? Oh, I know where he's from. He was in that, this kid right here. He was the main kid in that movie St. Vincent with Bill Murray. Did you guys see that?
Mm-mm.
It's good, man. I really liked it. St. Vincent, an BTM exclusive for all you guys. It made me cry. Dude,
oh, you little bitch.
The ending was sad. Dude, the ending was touching as shit, man. And what's funny, too, is it's actually got somebody in it that I absolutely hate. It's got Melissa McCarthy in it. It's not a comedy at all. Like, she's playing like a serious role. And the movie's so good where I don't even give a shit. Like, oh, that's fine. You know, she's not trying to be Chris Farley. It's all right. But
yeah, you're a little bitch. I've never cried. I've never even done a podcast where I cried. But he's obviously River Mays referring to the Deep End. Did you listen to the new Deep End, the episode 2?
Oh, I haven't listened to shit, man. I've just been so damn busy. But I do want to listen to it. I saw you message me about it.
Yeah, listen to it at work, man.
It just came out. Yeah, no, I haven't had time to listen to anything.
It's really good, man.
I'm looking forward to it, though.
It's good, and I'm looking forward to. I think what's reasonable to do with that is probably bi-weekly. Does that sound all right, Zach? You know, like bi-weekly for now.
If you want,
yeah, like I think that's good. And I don't know if I want to tinker with the format or not, because I think on the next episode, I'm tempted to. I don't know if we should go all in and do the paranormal thing, or if the next episode it's just me and you, and we just sort of like it's tempting to sort of play with the way the format, like maybe like select 4 topics like before we even start recording and then discuss them and just kind of build a dialogue on that, because there's so many things to talk about that I want to talk about. So the question is, do we pick one subject like we've been doing the last couple episodes and stay on that, or do we have like a portion of the episode where we kind of talk about the current events that we want to like go back and forth on and then have sort of our main segment? Or, you know, I don't know how we should.
You guys can talk about your homosexuality.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding, dude.
That I want to be like Howard Stern. Howard Stern always wanted someone to come out on the air. Ratings. That's why he would push High Pitch Mike so bad. He loved it. Of course, he acts like
Eric or Mike.
No, High Pitch Mike when he came out. It's so funny though. Like whenever something like that happened, when High Pitch Mike did come out, he's like, then he made it like, hey man, I care about you. I wasn't trying to do anything. My ass, dude. He loved that radio, dude.
Yeah, he wants ratings.
I'd love for somebody to come out on the podcast, dude.
How? I never got that. How is that going to get him ratings? The only way they know he's coming out on the show is if they're already listening.
Well, it's not rating. They just want good. Well, good radio, man. I mean, it helps radio ratings later. You know, someone hears something like that on the show, it's like, fuck, I want to keep watching this, because it's almost like,
I like to picture a bunch of people calling their mom and shit, like, you gotta listen to this, turn it here.
Marvin Berry. No, it's funny.
Is that a Metallica? That's a Metallica shirt with a toilet on the?
Yeah, it's a metal up your ass shirt.
That's real. That's a real thing.
Yeah, it is a real thing. It's one of their earliest shirts.
Why?
Because the first album was originally called Metal Up Your Ass, and the record label said you can't name it that, and that was the cover.
The damn record labels would not allow it.
So they had the title at Kill 'Em All, but they put the shirt out.
This is kind of funny. Look how close they are.
They're playing Anthrax.
What's the point of throwing rocks if you're that close?
Yeah, it's funny.
It's like the people that wrote it didn't realize that rocks they're used as a projectile weapon. Oh, she nailed his head. Fuck him.
You're antisocial.
Right in the nose.
Yeah, that'd be brutal, man. Dude, they had some endurance, man. The first rock fucking hits me, I'm out of there. Those were big ass rocks too. Like, those guys were just sticking around, taking a beating. I don't know, man. I mean, I'd fucking run the other way, man. I don't want to get hit with those fucking giant ass 5-pound rocks.
Now they got him right where they want him. I'd pull his pants down and fuck him. Show him who's boss. He'd fuck you in the same situation.
Yeah, I wonder why they didn't just kind of charge him like Braveheart style and just tackle him.
And fuck him. Yeah, I'd come.
Okay. Watching movies like this, though, man, makes me wish.
Why the fuck? Why do I say that shit?
I don't know, man.
One day, I know this is going to bite me in the ass one day. Well, I'm going to get a job somewhere, and they're like, I heard on the internet that you like to fuck kids.
No, that's why you make it clear off the top that this is satirical and you're joking, right? So that covers our tracks. Like, look, man, we're not serious. We're joking. We're kidding. You know what's funny is, obviously, the people that joke about it aren't guilty of doing like the things they joke about or talk, whatever. It's the people that don't talk about shit. That's the creepy people, man. How many racists do you see walking around actually showing their racism? It's really not that much. I think most racists are closet racists, right?
Mm-hmm. Look what movie's playing there.
I missed it. Which movie is it again? Is it
Lethal Weapon 2?
Oh man, I can't wait for
And later we're gonna see fucking Nightmare on Elm Street 5, baby.
Yeah, I remember that.
See, this is New Line Cinema did this. In the second movie, they went to see the Wolfman movie, and then one of the kids actually got, accosted by the Wolfman. Fucking Pennywise was looking like him to scare him. They could have had Freddy Krueger in this movie.
Yeah, they had the rights. They should have had Freddy. I read an interview where they were considering that, but ultimately decided against it because, I do feel what they're saying. They think that would have taken people out of the movie to have Freddy.
Exactly.
But I'm saying it would have broken. I get it. But the thing is the Wolfman's a very famous character too, and it didn't take anybody out. But the thing is, I guess the Wolfman was so old at that point where he's almost just like, I don't know, it's commonplace, man. It's like talking about the boogeyman. And Freddy, I guess, is still relevant enough.
Yeah.
That'd be weird, though. It didn't stop them from putting that little Freddy cameo in that, Ready Player One movie, that Steven Spielberg movie coming out.
Yeah, I still haven't watched the trailer for that. I heard Chucky is in that. There's a little Chucky in there.
It's just this big, video game, cyberspace thing.
It's kind of like Monster Squad for this generation or something.
Oh, I don't know about that, man. It's just it's like this whole world of virtual reality of this game. And this kid's in there, and it shows them blowing away all these people because they're living in a video game, and it shows all these different IPs. You see Freddy, you see all kinds of stuff from all different.
Is it the shitty Freddy or the real Freddy?
You don't even see it that much. It's like CGI. It's a big CGI fest. It's a Steven Spielberg big CGI fest, and you just see this really brief Freddy character, and you can tell it's Freddy with a glove and a hat, but it's just CGI.
It's Sharp Hand Joe.
Yeah, basically Sharp Hand Joe. Are you awake, Riverman?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just uploading something real quick.
Doesn't that little kid look like Muhammad Ali? I think he looks like a little Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad who?
Muhammad Ali.
In the movie or in real life?
The actor.
Oh. Muhammad Ali had Parkinson's.
Yeah, I know.
Remember that commercial with him and
Michael J. Fox?
Michael J. Fox? And then at the end, he punched Michael J. Fox, or he did something. It was awesome.
Muhammad Ali passed away at the hospital like 3 miles from my house a couple years ago when I was living there.
You should have went and saw his dead body.
Dude, I'm sure there was news everywhere.
Yeah.
Didn't bother. Maybe I'll run into Charles Barkley. He lives here too, obviously. Charles, that's terrible.
If you do, you should say you're not Charles Barkley, just someone to be that looks like.
That's horrible. Horrible. Just horrible.
Terrible.
Well, he says terrible. That's terrible. Terrible.
No.
You're doing
Home
Uncle
Alone,
Frank.
dude.
I know you're talking about
Frank.
something completely
Yeah.
fucking different. I know you're talking about something completely fucking different. I know.
Listen to him. He just joins the conversation out of nowhere and acts like he knows what we're talking about.
It's like,
What kind of mother am I?
he's still on it.
If it makes you feel any better, I forgot my reading glasses.
All right, fine. We're gonna talk about Home Alone.
Would you guys fuck the mom from Home Alone? I would.
Ew.
I would.
No.
I hope you don't mean that.
Oh, I'd break that bitch's back.
You'd
Yeah,
fuck.
have you seen her in Schitt's Creek, dude? That show's kind of funny, actually.
Would you look John Hurd's asshole? It's a dad.
Hell yeah. And Jeffrey Jones.
It's a corpse now, dude.
Would you make an ornament out of his fish hook?
Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
Would you fuck his meat hole? Dude,
I'd lick it.
my brother's favorite website is meatholes.com.
What the heck is that?
It sounds horrible. I don't want to find out. He's like,
I used to go to a website called Sluthead. They had like all the gross like porn shit, like 2 Girls 1 Cup kind of stuff.
gross, and you loved it?
Damn.
Yeah, it was fun to go to and laugh at.
Yeah, sure. This is like during the era, like you were saying on the last podcast, you said at that age, when you were looking at the internet, you would just like look up all the worst shit possible.
Yeah, I looked up donkey shows.
You looked up
and shit.
donkey shows and horse fucking and shit. Curiosity got
Yeah.
the best of them.
Yeah, I had to see what it was all about.
You had to experiment.
What's it look
you had
like?
to see what you were into and what you were not into.
Which ruined me because now I can't come unless I'm watching a horse fuck a chick.
Oh, God.
God. Look at that. Look at that.
That's a cool idea, but yeah, the CG again.
It's hard to. Was it all CG or were they just sort of doing the whole?
Yeah, some of it.
It kind of, because part of it just looked like they had made him all big and stuff and put him over the screen. I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't get a good look at it this time. I remember in the theater thinking the mouth looked CG or something. Like they made him smile all fucked up.
The thing that bugs me sometimes about this movie is just the inconsistency in the way they act. For example, like we saw Eddie Spaghetti when the leper was chasing him. That whole scene. And the next scene, I think the next scene was when they regrouped for the Beverly cleanup session, and Eddie Spaghetti's not even talking about it. You think if that shit happened to you on the way home, first of all, why was he walking home alone? Like, this whole movie, they're all together.
Oh, it's probably because they shoot it out of order and they didn't do a good job telling him.
But yeah, it's like he
happened.
should be mortified, but he's not even talking about it. The next scene, you would not shut the fuck up. You would be telling all your friends about that. That's what they do. And like right now, we just had an intense scene. I bet you $1 million in the next scene, they're going to be fine like it never happened. Like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
The Michael Myers house, dude.
It kind of looks like that from the remake.
Yeah,
from the
part 5.
Oh.
It all of a sudden looked all fucking gothic and shit.
That's the one they shot in Utah, and you could see some mountains in the background.
Yeah, what a dumb idea. They never shot any of them in the Midwest, I don't think. That's what they should do. They should be like, yeah, we're doing the 30 years later. We're going to actually shoot it in Illinois or something like that.
I need to grab a drink of water. I'll be right back.
Go for it.
All right.
He doesn't even have to announce that. I mean,
Yeah, he might as well just left.
because he'll go 5 minutes without saying anything, but and then he'll come out and he'll sit there and do a Home Alone quote out of God knows where.
Because he thinks we're talking about
He's
it.
the new he's the new Corey G, basically. It's like I'll be talking about fucking it, and he'll want to.
I'm Corey G.
I know you're the Corey. You guys have split into 2 different personalities. And now he's like that side of Corey G, where he wants to talk about
split the genome, and we're both Corey G now.
But he's the side of the persona that wants to sit there and do nothing but bring up Saved by the Bell and California Dreams and fucking Home Alone when we're talking about something completely different. Because that used to piss me off so much, man. Oh, it used to piss me off so much. The trolling was not funny after a while.
You should have like just like let him know. Like you always kind of went along with like you thought it was fun. You should be like, stop fucking doing that, Corey G.
I did it. I did it after we recorded.
Yeah. See, I would have done it during the show.
I think that just made it worse, man. It's that whole thing where you let it know and it bugs you, and then it's going to keep bugging you more.
Yeah.
It's the gimmick was funny for about a day.
Mm-hmm. I could tell you were getting tired of it.
It's like, it was funny at first because I thought, oh, cool, that made that episode funny and unique. But then he started doing it every day. I'm like, oh, is this all you got, man? We're going to do this every fucking day?
Oh, Corey G.
I get it. This movie would have been so much better had it starred Lorenzo Lamas, but is this all you got?
During the last episode, you accidentally called him Lorenzo Llama or something like that.
Did I? Did it piss him
and
off?
I thought about...
Did it set him ablaze?
For a second, I thought about making that like the thumbnail, a llama with Lorenzo Lamas' face on it.
That's funny, man. That's funny. If only, I mean, everybody needs to go out and check out the iTunes because all those classic episodes aren't on YouTube. I mean, part of me wishes they were, but if you want all these archival fucking shit that we're talking about, Corey G's and stuff, go to the iTunes, the BTM podcast.
Yeah, we were actually gonna put the Corey G podcast where it was Trick or Treat, but I made the video for it. You watched it and like I don't even want to put this on there.
No.
This is just gonna confuse people. They're gonna be like, why is Zach acting like his name is Corey now?
But he sounds the same, so it's clearly him. It's just so stupid. I don't know, man. I think it's cool. Part of me has wanted to. There's a part of me that's wanted to go back and just re-listen to some of those old podcasts. Just go through them. I'll probably cringe, man, because I don't know. Especially, I should go back and listen to the very first episode, Singapore Sling.
You're not even on it.
Oh, am I not on the first one?
I think you didn't show up till like episode 3 or 4
or something like that.
And you know what's funny is whenever like the first time he showed up, I'm like, oh, they got a new guy. He's probably gonna suck. And I remember I was at work and I ended up liking the music segment, which was the only segment you did on that episode. And I was like, I thought this guy was gonna suck, but he's pretty good.
Yeah, so you got to play with format, and we grew over time. And at first, that was the idea. The idea was that I was just gonna do like a music segment. And it's like, okay, that works. Because they wanted to talk about Singapore Sling and all kinds of smutty fucking Serbian film shit. Which I'd rather not. I got nothing to say. What? We're talking about the genesis of Behind the Mask.
Oh,
and we're talking about the old days, dude. Like how it all started. How it started with, you and Lush doing your exploitation thing. And then you guys asked me to do like a music segment as Red Rocket.
Oh, Red Rocket, dude, yes.
Red Rocket.
And dude, I need to make a thumbnail of a dog's dick and Photoshop your face on its dick.
On the end of the dick?
Yeah.
And then after like a few weeks, like, I don't want to be known as a dog's dick. It's like, yeah, you wanted to be known as that.
I don't fucking even know how it happened. Yeah, I was like, we got to stop this. I did a good job, though. I knew when to cut it out early enough to where it wouldn't stick.
Yeah. And then you switched to fucking Goose, which didn't last long either.
No, I had an identity crisis.
Mm-hmm. Did he just see Jesus?
I don't know. Riverman, see, I was pissed and I was jealous because Riverman took the best name right off the bat. Because we used to always talk about Riverman, fucking high school and shit, and Return of the Living Dead 3. I'm like, man, and I was so like, that's the perfect name, man. I'm never gonna top that.
Did you like my recreation of your guys' high school days?
That was perfect.
That was awesome.
We're talking about the Dawn of the Dead.
Go listen
commentary.
to that shit. That's a great commentary, man.
Oh,
the thumbnail of it. It's like a school desk with the fucking Scott Bakula book.
It was perfect.
That's pretty much exactly what it was, right?
That's
there.
like no, it was scary. I'm like, where did you find a picture of this shit? Like, did we leave it with you? Do you have it? Because that's what it looked like, man. You had it down to a T, a little loose leaf notebook with the fucking cutouts of Scott with no shirt on.
Yeah, I had to change Day of the Dead to Dawn of the Dead for it to work for it, though.
Where?
Because didn't it happen with Day of the Dead?
Oh, the cover.
The guy
that's fine.
Yeah, the guy that borrowed the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. Oh, I didn't even catch that. That's what that was supposed to be. Well, I didn't catch that it was a reference to the VHS story.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought you were going to start putting the VHS. I thought it was cool. I thought it looked really fucking cool with the VHS next to it. But
hey, if you look in the background there, you can see Tim Curry's Pennywise.
Where is he at? I heard about that. Can they still see him, or is it
right there to the left?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's funny. I wish they would have made it look like a more in the face.
Yeah. It's not bad.
I did listen to that Dawn of the Dead commentary, and I really did enjoy that.
Yeah, I was a little bummed out that we had the audio scafu, but we were able to use
bad.
No, we were able to use your backup.
That was pretty good.
It was salvageable, but the stories on it, the content itself, that's where it was at.
Yeah, I noticed that like we were talking about shit that all the information wasn't out yet, and then we listened to it after, and it's like, oh fuck.
What are you talking about?
Because whenever we were talking about like Louis C.K. and shit, see, he just said BB Pritchie.
Oh yeah, I was bummed out about that because we didn't. Okay, so did you see the comment then we got? Is that what's bringing? Okay, so we got a comment, and the comment was basically there wasn't a bad comment by any means, but there was a comment that. Basically like, oh, I disagree with your comments on Louis C.K. Try putting yourself in the women's shoes. And then I responded with, no, I agree with you. It's like when we recorded this, we actually had to shelve this for a while. But when we recorded this, it's just when the news broke and we didn't have any details. So I changed my mind. We should have put like a little like thing in the middle.
I did watch Louis C.K.'s movie, though. I Love You, Daddy. Oh,
yeah, was it any good?
I thought it was decent. Yeah.
I don't even remember what the fuck we said about Louis C.K.
Well, see, when we recorded that, that's all that had come out was the allegation, and then he right away apologized and admitted to it. That's all we knew. So to me, I still attest that at the time it sounded like as mild as I put it. It did. It kind of sounded like, okay, he just kind of did this and he apologized, and then of course stuff unfolds a little bit later. I mean, so my bad.
Yeah. Well, the difference between that one and the fucking Weinstein was that he actually asked. I think the story for Weinstein is that someone like walked in. He's like, "Can I jack off?" And they're like, "You mind if I jack off?" And she's like, "No." And he's like, "Well, then can you turn around so I can fuck?" Or no, yeah. He asked like, "You want to have sex?" No. Well, can you turn around so I can jack off? It's like, what a fucking idiot.
Oh, look at that CGI torso.
That didn't look too bad.
It's all right. It makes me. I don't know why. This movie kind of looks like the Evil Dead remake, just in this house. I still want to watch that director's cut of the Evil Dead remake we have in.
Yeah, we still gotta do that.
Yeah, I'd like to do a commentary of it, and I want to watch it. I don't know. It's just one of those movies that I don't have any high hopes, but it's like I would like to not absolutely hate that movie. I wish.
What movie?
The Evil Dead remake.
Oh yeah. I need to rewatch it. I've only seen it once.
I don't hate it or like it. It's just one of those And that's the worst they could possibly
We've got the director's cut on Voodoo River, and I've yet to see it. So I kind of want to watch it and see if it adds anything to it.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it before I do a commentary on it because I'd really like to just sit down and actually, focus.
Yeah, I want to watch the director's cut again too, just by myself.
And then I can do a commentary on it. Because I might like it. Who knows?
Oh, I tried watching it. Okay, so I watched the original movie. I have the Blu-ray of the original movie, and I bought it at like a pawn shop for $2 or $3. And I'm like, all right, for $2 or $3, I'll give it another chance. And I watched it, and it was obviously a couple few years later. And
the remake, you mean?
The remake. I'm sorry. And I didn't like it. I still didn't like it.
Yeah,
but
I watched the director's cut and still didn't like it. The only thing I remember noticing that was added was the scene where she's in the cellar and she's singing the "We're Gonna Get You" song that was in the trailer, but it was cut out of the final movie.
This whole scene,
I have the itch to watch Evil Dead now. God, this looks like crap, dude.
I was about to say this whole scene looks silly.
Yeah,
this whole scene with his fucking thing stabbed through his face. I think you're a little bit behind us, Todd. What?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But no, so if you feel like watching Evil Dead, you need to watch the series, Todd. Use that desire to watch it.
Maybe I'll start with Evil Dead 2, then Army of Darkness, because I still haven't watched the Army of Darkness Blu-ray.
Dude.
Which I'm not a huge fan of Army, but I still like it.
Oh, I love Army.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I think I liked it a little better when I was little, but it's like, I don't know. It's just whatever.
It's my second favorite.
It's my least favorite.
Part 2 is my least favorite.
No
Really?
way.
See, Part 1's favorite, then 2's my second favorite, then 3.
Yeah, I'm definitely a minority in that because most people love Part 2. I don't hate Part 2.
I usually call 2 my favorite, but really, it's splitting hairs. I mean, 1 and 2 are so close, it's scary.
See, you've always championed 2 over 1.
Yeah,
so that's
I do.
surprising. Maybe you're starting to come around to what we've been saying.
No, I like 2. 2's still my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2's still my favorite, but I mean, I don't want that to like put down the first one because they're so close in quality. It's scary, but I have to give the edge to 2 just because I don't know. Bruce Campbell is the one man show. He makes that whole movie entertaining alone without all the fluff characters.
Well, I think the first one's scary. I mean, it scared me.
Yeah, it's
especially the card scene freaked me the fuck out when I first saw it.
It's a scary scene. It's a scary movie. But I just think the second one, there's something to it. It's the gore is over the fucking top. The comedy is laced with the horror perfectly. Unlike Army of Darkness, where it's a little too slapstick, a little too Three Stooges. But I don't know. I have to give it to the second. The second one's the first one I ever saw. I had the VHS when I was a kid.
Oh, and that's why it's probably
Dude, and I didn't even know what it was.
Seeing it through child's eyes, you probably
Well, even watching it now, I mean, I just think the second one. I know Phil and Selma would disagree with me. Remember, but
it's like, oh no, what did he say?
No, when I talked to he goes. He said the original Evil Dead. He loved the original Evil Dead. He said I asked him what his favorite movie, and he just kind of said pound for pound, old school Evil Dead. And I'm like, and he's like, I don't like horror. I like the first one. I don't like horror with my comedy with my horror. And then I'm like, oh man, I told him, I was like, I actually like Evil Dead 2 better. And he goes, oh man, you lost me.
Yeah.
You lost me. Part 2, The Possession.
But then he goes, but that's okay because I respect your opinion. I told him that. I was like, oh man, I checked out Evil Dead, or sorry, the Amityville 2, The Possession because of you.
You know what? That reminds me too. You told that story on the Amityville 2
That's all full
episode. And we decided, me and Aaron decided for everybody listening, we're just going to go ahead and release that, and it's going to be like a Christmas present. So let's just do it. We can still.
I mean, what was behind not releasing that? That's what I want to know.
I'm done. It's probably not even bad. It's probably good, which is funny because
it was the first time we did a commentary where we kind of lost interest in the middle of the movie and started talking about other stuff.
It's like every fucking commentary.
So yeah, so now it's commonplace. So we might as well just put.
Is that what it is? We just didn't get tired and not talk about a lot of stuff because because there's kind of that lull in the middle of the movie where I just remember us losing gas.
Yeah, we started talking about fucking Fred Durst and shit.
Yeah, I mean, then
Amityville 2 is better than the first one anyway. So
I love Amityville 2. Yeah,
I like 1 and 2. Mm. Yeah, I don't know.
I think we should put it out as a Christmas present and still do it sometime whenever we get the.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Just go ahead and put it out. You make a lot of sense. You make a lot of sense when you put it like that. If that's what it is, I was scared we lost gas and there was a lot of dead air and just.
I'd like to listen to that because since that's one of the first commentaries, I'd like to listen to you guys talk about it.
Well, I mean, we did that one last Halloween.
Yeah, the last Halloween, spectacular.
Over a year ago. Well, see, another problem, too, was it wasn't necessarily because of the movie. It's because last Halloween, we were working overtime, man. We were doing 2 a night.
Oh, Jesus.
We were doing back-to-backs. And
that was the second movie of the night,
yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying.
And I remember you were tired and you laid down before we started. And I was thinking, he's going to fall asleep while we're doing this fucking movie.
So that's what it is. And I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how crazy I am about the idea of doing 2 a nights anymore because, yeah, we were just going hard. But if that's what it is, if it's a thing where we just kind of went off the topic of the movie and started talking about God knows what, I'm cool with that. I was scared that there was a lot of dead air and a lot of, not talking. That's the thing I don't like. So, but if
we need to record an intro explaining. So we'll do that some other time, and
we can do that, right? We can do that tonight, real quick. I mean, we don't have to. We'll just do it at the end of this, real quick.
Yeah, after Riverman.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do a quick one.
I don't even need
unless Riverman wants to be on the intro.
I don't give a shit.
Just be on it.
Like, hey, I'm not on this podcast, folks, but here. The idea of redoing it with River would have been cool, but yeah, we've already got it. It'd be a trip to listen to it.
If it's in the can, you might as well just release the fucker.
I guess. Well, I don't usually like that attitude, Todd, but that's like, I don't know.
Everything we put out is gold anyway, right?
We never put out fucking Evil. We never put out our commentary for Evil Dead 2 because it turned to shit.
I'm gonna look for that
because
I remember you told me
we did the same thing. We did a twofer. We did back to back Evil Dead 1 and 2. Evil Dead turned out fucking great, and then Evil Dead 2 we lost gas. We were tired. We're like, okay.
Let me see if I still have that, dude. Maybe we could put that fucker out too.
Well, sounds like Aaron don't like that one.
Yeah, that one I do recall just not liking. I'm like, this one's just not up to standard. Because that one's just not that, and that's been long enough, dude. That was like 3-4 years ago. We can just
that movie. Got that. Wow. No, I don't have.
Yeah, it's probably gone. This is a pretty good scene too.
Yeah, this one's a pretty trippy scene, man. Like he kind of looks like Matt Damon with a mullet, young Matt Damon, maybe Kevin Bacon. But yeah, like watch this scene, Riverman. Did he do this in the book?
I don't think so. I don't think he really met his dad in the book. Maybe he did a little bit, but I don't remember this happening.
Speaking of Christmas presents, I uploaded the Eddie
He doesn't even give a fuck.
Eddie Furlong CD to the box, so you guys have an early Christmas present.
Yeah, I gotta download that.
When you stepped away to get a drink or go piss, Riverman, we said that you were the new Corey G. It's like Corey G split the 2 different personas, and Zach got most of like the identity, and then you kind of got the part of him that interrupts and trolls and talks about random shit that we're not talking about, like California Dreams and shit.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, it's horrible, man. That drove me crazy. Remember that? I hated that.
When Corey G did it?
Yeah, Corey G, dude, he got under my fucking skin.
See, look, this is a cool scene.
Yeah,
this is cool, dude.
Yeah, he killed his fucking dad, man.
That's kind of dumb there, but
yeah, he's got a lip. He's got a big lip. I don't get it. He looks like Bubba Gump.
Dude, that'd be skit. Can you imagine, dude, falling asleep in a recliner and just waking up to that and like you're bleeding? You don't know what the fuck happened, dude. That'd be crazy, man.
Well, he wouldn't be waking up.
I think he'd wake up for a second.
He fall asleep and wake up dead.
Wake up dead! We got to put Megadeth Wake Up Dead at the end.
How the hell you gonna wake up dead?
Wake up dead!
Lie in the bed and close your eyes.
No, do it sexy.
Do it slowly, very slowly.
That movie is showing in HD on Stars. Like, that's that DVR.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a little while, man. I'd like to see it.
Fantastic. One of the best action
They don't got a
ever.
Blu-ray
It's still not out. And I thought they were going to fucking do... I thought they were waiting for an anniversary, man. I could have sworn that's what James Cameron said.
Yeah, it was listed on Amazon.
And then it just passed us by.
Yeah.
So that was 20th anniversary passed in 2014. So are they waiting for 25th now?
Who knows?
I mean, it's just bullshit. I'm about ready to get it on Vudu. How much does it cost?
I've looked on Vudu. I don't think it's on there.
It's so crazy.
God, I bet people are so annoyed by our same inside jokes. Well, it's not even inside jokes. Same lame jokes for the past 7 fucking years, dude.
Take off your clothes. Yeah. Do it slowly.
Oh, I don't care.
Remove your liners. I'm not wearing any. Good.
Good.
I don't know why you went into that accent and I all of a sudden thought about, oh, you crazy guy. I was thinking about the Tom. You guys got to see it, man. You guys not seen The Disaster Artist yet?
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it opening night.
How was it?
Or I saw it the next day. Dude, it's great.
I want to see it, dude.
Did you see The Room originally though?
Yeah, I saw it on when was that, like Netflix or something? I saw it.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, we were watching. Me and my brothers were watching The Room back in 2004 when that fucking shit went wide with just a big fucking joke. And it's always been a big fun thing in our household and our family, dude. It was great. The movie was great, and the irony of just that they made a really good movie off of a really shit movie, and the fact that the Golden Globes, it got nominated for Best Picture, comedy or whatever, and then it got James Franco Best Actor, which, the Golden Globes usually sort of foreshadow who the Oscar nods are going to go to. So that would be so crazy. And he's already saying, like, man, if we go to the Oscars, I have to bring Tommy, because that'll complete the whole full circle, because he told a story on some talk show. He's like, because as you guys know, he paid extra money to keep The Room in theaters for 2 weeks so he would qualify for the Oscars. Which is,
oh, hi, doggy.
Yeah, oh, hi, doggy. No, he's like, and he said, so it was like, I just wanted it to come full circle for him, and we have to have him there at the Oscars.
That'd be great, dude.
It's so fucking weird, man. Just the entire story is so weird. He's weird. And just the overall, like I said, the irony of you have this guy that had a humongous dream and he makes the worst fucking thing possible and yet still achieves his dream. It's the weirdest thing ever. And it's
great.
It's a good movie, man. And the thing is a lot of people are labeling it as a comedy, but it's not. It's weird because I don't think it's not an intentional comedy. The only person that's really fucking silly in it is Tommy Wiseau's character, but that's just him being him. Everybody else is acting straight, like a real biopic. So it ends up being like a drama / fucking hilarious movie at the same time. Just like I think if you knew Tommy Wiseau in real life, it would be like that. He'd be fucking ridiculous all the time.
There it is, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, and there's the poster.
Yeah, I have Freddy Delivers. I have that poster.
Yeah.
That's a good tagline. I still like that.
Oh, you got
tagline.
that poster? When did you get that poster?
Oh, I don't have the original one sheet.
I always like the VHS cover, too. Just the publicity shot of him with the baby.
I can't recall it. I have to look that up.
Oh, where he's doing the shh with his
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
with his claw.
It's cheesy, but I always liked it, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, Freddy 5 sucks.
It is. It's the worst in the series, not counting the remake.
I don't know. I hate Freddy's Dead, too.
Yeah, we did a commentary on that shit.
I think Freddy's Dead's okay.
Yeah, oh, no,
in
it
a
sucks.
nostalgic way.
I loved it back in the 90s, but now we watched it, a few episodes ago, and I couldn't get into it.
Few episodes ago. We watched it fucking 8 months ago. We do 2 episodes a week, River. Where the fuck you been? So
Dude,
I was
I'm not on every week, motherfucker.
So that was 70 episodes ago. No, I don't know, but I do like the cover for Freddy 5 though. I think it's cool with him in the sky and the claws coming out of the sky. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Dude, his mom looks like the fat kid from Matilda that eats the chocolate cake.
Yeah.
He's forced to eat the whole thing in front of all the kids.
This kid might be the best actor of the litter, man. He's good. I like him.
That's funny because I don't remember him. I don't.
I think he's good.
Yeah. Eddie, you okay?
You okay, Eddie? Eddie, you okay?
Eddie, it's Eddie, man.
So now we're gonna have a hard time figuring out which song to put at the end of the podcast. Are we gonna put fucking Smooth Criminal? Or are we gonna put Wake Up Dead?
We got to use the Alien Ant Farm version.
No, God, no.
God.
Horrible, man. I've always had a real not soft spot for any band that fucking makes it big with a fucking lame ass cover attempt, for a gimmick. A gimmick. That's all it is. Limp Bizkit did it with Faith. You know, we're gonna be all weird and shit. We're gonna be like this rap rock bro jock band. We're gonna cover a gay pop star song. It'll be like fucking art and shit. It'll raise eyebrows. We're gonna be Alien Ant Farm. We're gonna do fucking King of Pop. I'm gonna sit there and try and dance like I'm in the video and be fucking stupid. The whole thing was a mockery, man.
And his stupid haircut.
They're a fart in the wind of Michael Jackson. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
I got this, Chris.
You mean to them, though. I think they were better than Michael Jackson.
No, you got problems. They never did that tour you wanted, man. You always wanted the Alien Ant Farm Limp Bizkit co-headline tour, right?
Oh, hell yeah. And Korn.
Corn.
Isn't it funny that Deftones are the only new metal band that kind of rebranded themselves?
There's always at least one band. It's usually the biggest that transcends and survives the climate change, right? Of the music industry.
Yeah.
Well, and let's face it, that was like Linkin Park and Slipknot. They're the ones that kind of survived that whole thing. Linkin Park kind of became their own thing. They adapted, became this alternative rock thing, like pop thing, Imagine Drag, whatever the fuck they are. Slipknot survived, where eventually a certain band gets so big to where they kind of transcend their genre and they just kind of become them. Like, it's just Slipknot, at this point. It's not new, it's just Slipknot. Same thing with Metallica. They're not thrash. I don't think anybody really considers them. They're just Metallica. Like, there's always these bands. U2. You could argue that U2 kind of came out from the whole, but I'm saying you could argue that U2 kind of came out during all the new wave shit. They kind of did. All these bands coming out like Crowded House.
Lemon.
What?
Is that a song?
Lemon?
By U2, Lemon.
Yeah, Lemon.
And he goes, Lemon.
Look, we're gonna have our pick of the litter for songs in this podcast. We got a ton. But no, so like, and I think U2's kind of that one that transcends, and they just kind of became their own they're just U2 at this point. But Deftones, it happened too, man. They kind of like, I don't know, they earned this respect, and they're this band that everybody likes.
I still think their new metal albums were good too.
No, yeah,
Around the
but
Fur.
everybody does.
It just had its 20th anniversary.
Everybody does. I'm saying it doesn't matter. They're one of those bands where they're cool. Like they get a pass. Like there's people today that like all kinds of music that still like Deftones. They won't own up to liking Limp Bizkit or Cold Chamber or whatever the fuck. But Deftones.
Are you telling me you're not excited for Stampede of the Disco Elephants?
I am not.
The great new Limp Bizkit album soon to come.
I'm not.
Any day now.
I'm not. But to me, Deftones is more like a band. They're a band like Tool, where Tool kind of like became their own thing, Tool kind of came out during that whole alternative period. They got lumped in with like Rage Against the Machine and shit. And yeah, I mean, they just kind of became their own thing.
Oh, look, freaking Riverband, you're gonna... Finally, the circle is complete, because in the original... He says that everybody floats down here, but it never really pays off in his movie.
It pays off.
They actually fucking float.
That's weird, man.
It actually leads to something in this
and
one.
I don't know if that was in the book or not.
There's probably something.
Look at that. Are you there? Can you see this, Todd?
Yeah, I'm watching.
They're actually floating.
That'd be cool if they jacked off and their jizz
God.
floated.
It would just be in the air. Can you imagine? I've always thought about that. What if you're in outer space? You're one of the astronauts?
Yeah.
I've always thought about that.
When I see astronauts floating around in space, I always think of that. Like, why don't they jack off and try to... They play a game where they're running away from their own jizz. Like, oh no, it's coming.
Well, I always wondered... okay, so some of those guys, they go up into space for a very long time. Are they supposed to not have any release? So, like, how do they jack off? Are they supposed to, like, jack off into a sock or something? And, like...
They probably do. They probably have something.
Jack off.
Because I hear like if they're up there for a long time, like when they come back, they can't even lift their own head.
Oh,
because,
really?
Like, their body gets so used to no gravity.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So they probably do. They probably have to shit and piss and all that shit.
This looks so weird. Look at him. His head's like stationary.
Yeah,
it's like
stupid, dude.
He's Pennywise the Dancing Clown. They had to make that pay off too. He never dances in the originals.
Yeah, no, I know. He fucking claims to be shit. He's a poser.
Yeah, he's a fucking liar. This fucking liar, Pennywise.
Whatever happened to Attack?
Oh, God.
I don't want to know, man. Who cares? Hopefully.
I care.
I never thought that'd be said on this fucking podcast.
Look at that. Look how bad his face looks. Look how bad Pennywise's face looks. Look at this.
I kind of like his teeth, though.
Yeah, no, but look at this face. He looks like a dog.
That looks like a pussy. I want to fuck it.
Like Beetlejuice did.
The deadlights were in his throat. I wanted to just fuck his throat. Oh, fuck Bauer. He's going to kill him.
Did they... No.
Bauer kind of dies in this one, so we don't know... Or we don't see him die, but it looks like he does.
They'll probably use him, though. I don't know. Because what if he's... What if they fast forward to the future and Bauer was basically in the sewer with Pennywise the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
Just kind of being groomed or whatever.
Or he could
crazy.
be in a wheelchair, and he's pissed off that they fucked him up that bad. Like, oh, you put me in this wheelchair. And he's a sniper. He's like the end from Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh. Okay. Does he push him down the fucking well?
Something happens, yeah.
Come on, man. You're trying to tell me that kid doesn't like have the upper hand in strength?
He got the gun, man. That wouldn't be a fun way to die.
No, it would be the irony.
Well, I guess he probably wouldn't film much of anything.
Oh, yeah, that'd suck.
Well, it's hard telling because those are made for animals whose skulls are easier to break through. So it might just like, yeah. Yeah, fuck him. He's a little bitch. He didn't even fuck anybody in the movie or jack off in a junkyard.
Dude, would that have messed you up if you were a kid, even if you were defending? Like, that kid was defending himself. What if a kid was trying to kill you, like he was killing him, you knocked him fucking down a fucking well and killed him? Would that fuck you up?
Probably.
And the thing is they probably didn't report it either. He probably just, like, lived with that his whole life. Like, I fucking knocked that kid down there, and I never went and told anybody about it.
Maybe he'll be the one that commits suicide because of that in the sequel.
Yeah, maybe. They need to give him some kind of... I still feel like, right there, I still feel like the Jewish kid will still do that. I don't know. I just don't know. He really...
Yeah.
It's funny because Mike really doesn't have an arc, but Mike has way more screen time, it seems like, and presence than the Jewish kid.
It might just be because he takes up most of the screen when he's on there.
Okay. Oh, well,
that was mean.
I don't get it. You're talking about the fat kid.
Because he's fat.
We're not talking about the fat kid. I'm talking about Mike's the black kid, dude.
Mike isn't the fat
Mike's
kid.
the black kid. Okay, we're gonna.
Fuck
I was
me.
trying to be PC. We're going back to the black kid, the fat kid, the Jew. Because clearly we can't keep these people straight.
That's why it's bad whenever you don't call him the fat kid, the black kid. That's why. I'm bad with names.
Yeah. I love listening to Mac and Zach, and you guys say names and you get them wrong. I'm like, fuck, I just want to scream at this podcast.
It's funny, too, because I'll be listening and realize it, too. And like, oh, man, why'd I do that?
That looks
Yeah,
weird,
that looks
too.
awful, dude.
Yeah, it looks
that
stupid.
They shouldn't have put that shot in there.
Yeah.
Just take that out.
Whole thing looks weird. So what happened to you guys' newest Mac and Zach? Is it not salvageable?
It might come out. I'll have to fuck with it.
Which one was it again?
We sat down to do the movie Krampus.
Oh.
And like Mitchell's like recording fucked up, so I'll have to use the backup if it does.
Is that a good movie?
Yeah, it's like Gremlins. It's kind of like it's set up like it's kind of a kid movie, but it's not.
That was the same director of Trick or Treat, right?
Yeah.
Is that streaming?
No, it's in the Voodoo.
It's on Voodoo.
Oh, okay. And so what's the plan? We're gonna be doing Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 for is that Mac and Zach?
Whichever.
I think we should also do whichever. I mean, so if that ends up being Mac and Zach, it doesn't matter. I think we should also do the remake sometime. Silent Night. Mm-hmm. I've never seen it. It might be a shit show, but that's another good Christmas movie to knock out, you know.
We could do them all in order every Christmas because there's a part 3, a part 4, and then the remake.
Oh, man.
Part 3 has fucking, what's his name? Chop Top.
Oh, Bill Moseley. Oh, he plays the Santa, right?
He plays Billy from the second movie. Yeah.
And then we got fucking Mickey Rooney.
And then we got
Mickey Rooney in part 4.
Part 4 and 5, actually. 2 movies that have nothing to do with the Santa Claus, but they're set around Christmas.
I'd like to do the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
It's on Netflix.
Ugh.
It is. I like the
guys.
Santa Claus. I like the Santa Claus. The first one.
We could do the sequels, too. They're on Netflix.
Those movies suck. The sequels are horrible, man.
They're all bad.
No, the first one's great.
Come on.
I think the first one is as close to a modern Christmas classic as we have. I mean, it's like you had Home Alone in 90, and then the Santa Claus in like 94, 95 was the last one that I think I can consider, kind of a classic.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I kind of spoiled it earlier. I said that that scene from Billy Madison where the clown gets back up and starts singing, the "Hey kids, it's me." That's actually the sequel to this movie, because that's how fucking Pennywise ends up dying. Is they just kind of knock him and he falls over and he gets a hemorrhage in his head.
I love that scene though, dude, where they just close up on his face and he's like chuckling. He's got blood spilling out of his mouth. He's still kind of like,
but when I fell over, I just broke my leg. I just watched that recently. It's funny,
yeah, I
man.
watched it as soon as you put it in the voodoo. I watched it.
But yeah, you could tell that fucking Adam Sandler's shtick got tired really fast.
Yeah, he had 2 good movies. That was it.
Yeah.
And his shtick wasn't even like as heavy in Happy Gilmore.
I like how he's doing Netflix movies though now, man, because you can just turn your brain off and throw a Netflix Adam Sandler movie on.
Yeah, but how many of them are good? One.
I don't care, dude. They're shit, but they're free. It's like,
The only one that's okay. A turn your mind off movie's The Do-Over, the one with David Spade. That's a turn your mind off and just kind of put it on.
a do-over. I'll have to watch that.
Oh, look, this is funny. He kissed her, and it's like, oh, you thought that was gonna work, but then it does work.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Power of love.
The power of love.
That's the power of love. You
Don't need money.
Don't need fame. That's a great
I
song.
was doing Celine Dion.
Oh,
You're doing Huey Lewis, I know.
well, fuck you then. It's
Yeah,
your
nobody
fault.
listens to Celine.
I'm your lady. You
God.
are my man. Yeah.
She's my lady.
Na 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 na. No, what were we saying? Yeah, The Do-Over, man. Like, I think those Adam Sandler movies are fucking shit, all 4 of them. But The Do-Over was fun. It's a turn your mind off. It's him and David Spade. It's hokey, predictable comedy, but it's kind of fun. You know, it's whatever.
What about the newest one that's like a drama?
Well,
Did you watch
that one? Got great reviews. I tried watching it, and I just I had a hard time sticking with it. I don't know. It was just too drab for me, man.
Yeah. I remember watching Punch Drunk Love a long time ago and not liking it. But
I watched that for the
didn't
first
like
time.
it either.
I watched that first time like last year, actually.
I might have been too young for it. I should watch it again.
And that's in P.T. Anderson. I don't know. Like I remember liking Boogie Nights.
Artsy fartsy shit.
I didn't like Boogie Nights that much.
Okay.
But, yeah, P.T. Anderson's kind of like not so much hit with me.
Punch Drunk Love was really that kind of like artsy movie where it's like not a whole bunch happens. It's more of a personal character study, like it just this personal little arc with one character. Not a whole lot goes on around him. Well, yeah, but P.T. Anderson isn't as bad as Wes Anderson. I can't get into Wes Anderson, man. I can't.
What'd he do?
Oh my God, Life Aquatic, Steve Zissou. He did the Royal Tenenbaums. He did Moonrise Kingdom or something like that. He just, I don't know. They're very, 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 very dry. The humor is very dry, and it's very much a certain style.
I watched Bad Santa 2, and it's stupid, but there's a few funny parts in it.
I thought the first one sucked.
I never liked the first one, but I remember the chick in it. I wanted to fuck.
The Gilmore Girls chick?
Yeah, I wanted to stick my dick in her face.
Okay. Was the second one better than the first one?
Oh, she's actually in
No.
the new season of. She's actually she's Larry David's fucking girlfriend in the newest season of Curb.
They got renewed for a new season.
Yeah.
Who knows if that means he'll make it in the next 10 years?
Yeah. Well, I'd assume if he went there to do it that quick, it's probably going to come out the next year or something.
It is if he believes it is.
This is battery acid, you slime.
That was the equivalent. He's
I don't know.
He's like a Scooby-Doo villain.
Yeah, why does he do that? The way he kind of darts at people. It was okay the first time he did it, but then he kept doing it. You don't need to do that every time. Like, To me, a clown just fucking standing still and smiling at you is creepier than him fucking running at you going
Convulsing and
doing
stuff.
that little dance. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that whole thing is stupid. It just reminds me of all that J horror stuff, and
That's totally what they're going for.
yeah, and it's like 10 years too late. Like that's not even hip anymore. There's some okay J horror movies that I've seen, and I've even seen a couple of the originals to like some of the American remakes we got. Like you ever seen that shitty movie Shudder with Joshua Jackson?
Yeah, I've heard the original one's pretty good.
The original one's good. I think it was
Yeah.
Korean. But it's good. Or was it actually?
Oh, you think the director was a big fan of Eddie Furlong? You think he had the CD in his iPod while he was making that movie?
You will know.
What is that? I don't.
Because he was from Korea.
Oh,
You probably watched the interview on TV.
I want to see. I just want to make sure it was Korean. I'm trying to see.
The Ring was a good one too.
Ringu.
I never saw Ringu actually.
Let me see. Is that? Oh, it's not spelled Shutter with D's. It's like Shutter Effect, like the camera. That's right.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
The
It's like
camera.
pictures of ghosts
Yeah.
and stuff. You remember the fucking one called Pulse, where there's
That
like,
movie's stupid.
yeah, there's like ghosts or something, and they can actually keep them out of their house by putting red duct tape on the wall. Like
So dumb.
the ghost can't pass the red duct tape.
So
Why?
fucking stupid.
Yeah, Japanese people are fucking dumb. No, that's getting cut out.
I'm gonna have to kill this fucking clown.
I like when I say shit just for shock value, and then you guys don't react to it. That's the worst.
I'm sorry. No, that's not your fault. I was looking up this movie Shudder, and I was reading about it, and I just wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sure after I listen to the podcast, I'll be like, oh man, that's real funny, and I'll text you like, man, that was a funny bit. I'm sorry.
No, it was probably my fault. Some of my jokes don't land. You gotta go for it, and sometimes it don't work.
I'm looking up what's on Netflix for holiday movies.
Is this The Mummy?
Okay, it took a million years for me to find this information. Shudder is it's from Thailand. It's a Thai movie. I knew it was something.
This land is your land. This land is my land. This land is Thailand.
Lots of ladyboys in Thailand. You should go.
Fuck yeah. Oh look, there's CJ Qualls.
DJ Qualls, motherfucker.
Whatever his fucking name is, that's him.
Why'd he open his mouth when that was coming out his face?
I know, right?
He's gonna take the cock.
I guess it beats him turning into a big spider.
I like the spider.
So weird and dated. Like, I mean,
Oh, I love that spider.
Mercy, mercy, mercy.
shut up, Joey. No, shut up.
Now I'm the guy bringing up Full House.
I know, it's funny. I just don't like in the original movie where they all start tearing out the innings of the spider. That's just kind of stupid.
Yeah, that's cheesy.
Like, we can't look at the deadlights, but we'll just look at them while we're tearing them to shreds, and that'll be fine.
I mean, the spider itself was cheesy too in the show, but I like it. It's funny. I like the fucking puppeteer stuff.
Oh, it's charming. Dated, but charming. What's he saying? Why is he so afraid of falling down? He can't survive that? Oh, wait. Does he turn into a spider? Or what?
No, this is just kind of how he dies.
Wait. But they didn't do anything
I
to him.
think. Well, no, they beat him in their minds.
And but why did his head just crumble and like the top of his head and then he fall? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I missed it. I can't hear it. So are they gonna fuck Beverly now or what?
In the book, that's when they did it after they beat Pennywise, I think, because they couldn't get out of the caverns. They couldn't get out of the...
Yeah, I got my dick out for nothing, and they're not fucking yet.
The kids are floating down.
Why?
Oh wait, here's all. It reminds me of Mortal Kombat. Look.
I want to see the fat kid's cock.
Doesn't it looks like a Vienna sausage? I guarantee you. Doesn't that remind you of the light that shoots up out of Shang Tsung at Mortal Kombat River? And the spirits. Are you fucking sleeping over there? Those spirits flying up and Chan stops.
Yeah, the end where it's yeah. What was it Chan said that's so funny that we were laughing about?
Oh, when he goes. Well, you mean when he was the real Chan or when he was Shang Tsung pretend to be Chan?
Whatever.
He goes,
I forgot.
He goes, one day we will be reunited. Until then, go in peace, my brother. And they put their fingers together. Chan. He's like, he goes, I knew you'd come. Lou. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking stupid.
They say, you fool, you fool.
You're doing the Shang Tsung part, yeah.
Oh.
You fool. Shang Tsung killed my brother.
You're mine.
Oh my, yeah.
I always like the frame, the shot it shows of Chan right before it's supposed to morph back into Shang Tsung. It looks like you could tell it's about ready to morph, like the CG's there.
See all the tortured souls.
The editing of this movie's a little weird.
It is.
Like the middle little, the climax that kind of happens in the middle that you think this might be the end of the movie.
In the house.
Kind of seems like it goes a little too long, and then, or maybe, I don't know, one of these climaxes was a little too long.
Yeah, I think the scene in the house was better than the scene in the sewer.
Yeah.
You know, where fucking Eddie Spaghetti got his knee fucking put back into place and all that shit.
And then they fucked.
There's no reason this movie should be over 2 hours. I mean, it pushing probably an
Everything's
hour.
over 2 hours now. They got fucking comedies over 2 hours.
Should be a fucking hour and a half, dude.
The fucking new Ghostbusters movie is over 2 hours. Why?
Oh, God, don't get me started on that fucking movie.
Have you guys done that yet?
No. I mean, I want to. It would have been a good Halloween. I think it'd still be a fun movie to do. It's way too long. There's just, that might be the least of its problems, though, man. That movie's got so many fucking issues.
Yeah. They could have cut it down by like 40 minutes and then it would have been like, oh, it was just a fart in the wind, but it's whatever.
Sometimes that makes a bad movie not as bad when it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's like, oh, you know, it wasn't a great movie, but it's like it's only an hour and 20 minutes. It's fine. You know. But, dude, that's the worst thing you can do to a bad movie that goes on fucking longer than it should.
Look at that. They're all getting AIDS now.
No.
Okay.
Look, they cut themselves on that bottle. How do they know some drunk bum didn't fucking, you know, get his AIDS blood all over that bottle?
Or, you know, the
One
dad
of the
was
fathers, yeah.
Beverly's dad's the only one. So Beverly's the only one's had sex, probably, because her dad probably fucked her.
Oh, I don't want to think of that. I just want to think of kids fucking each other.
Okay.
My real person came out, and then I had to bring it back. That really does look like fucking, what's his name? The little fuck from Frodo.
Okay. Are you talking about Bilbo Baggins?
Yeah, what's his name?
Talking about which one?
What was Frodo's name?
Wasn't Frodo fucking
Sean
Good
Astin?
Son?
The no,
Good son.
I don't know.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah, Elijah Wood. I'd Elijah his Wood.
And this is where the movie ends.
This is where they're gonna fuck, right?
No, the rest of the party left, man.
Now he doesn't have to swim in their stew.
Oh, gross.
You go read the book, and maybe you can toss off to that.
In the book, do you think he got first dibs? Did it say the order?
I don't remember.
Do you think in the moment, as serious as it was, like, we got to do this to all come together, we got to get out of here, do you think still, given the severity of what was going on, they were like, all right, but how are we going to decide who goes first? We got to draw straws or something. Like, I want to go first.
They probably didn't care.
He pulls a Bill Paxton. Do it for your country?
Actually, they were prepubescent, so they didn't even have to worry about swimming in stew. That was back when you could jack off and I had to clean up afterwards.
That's disgusting.
They didn't even have to worry about pulling out. either. Like, I ain't gonna get you pregnant. I long for those days where I could just jack off and I have to clean up.
Siri, what does swimming in stew mean?
Here's what I found on the web for Siri. What does swimming in still mean?
Oh, that's not what I said.
Yeah, you dumb bitch. Why can't you get what I say right the first time?
Siri, will you swim in Zach's stew? Fuck you, Siri.
I'd never speak to you that way.
You ever see the porn star named Siri? She got some fat ass tits.
Dude, I wish this Siri thing's hard to control, man. I don't like Siri.
No.
No one. Does anybody use it?
Suck my balls, Siri.
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Ask her if she's ever seen the porn star series. She got some big ass tits.
Siri, do you watch porn? God, this sucks. I just want to ask you a question.
Let me do it with my Siri.
No, I don't know how to work Siri.
Hey Siri, you ever see that porn star series? She got some fat ass tits.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Oh, she just said the same stupid shit you said.
Siri? Yeah, I don't know how to I wish they need to make it easier.
Doesn't it have the little button that you can hit and then ask?
On the iPhone 10, it's different. They made the side button, the Siri button. But I don't know, so I click it to activate Siri, and then it starts recording what I'm saying. Like, it just says, I wish they need to make it easier. And then she goes, I'm sorry. And I should be able just to keep the conversation going, but I don't. It's like I got to start over. I don't know how to fucking do it. Hold on.
Did you accidentally summon me?
Oh, jeez. That's horrible, dude.
I'm trying to smoke her out.
To whom should I send your message?
I didn't ask.
This is a weird way for this commentary to end.
No! No!
Okay, let me know if there's anything else you need.
What the fuck? It just sent a message. You know the guy that we did that commentary with, Zach, on the deep end?
Yeah.
It just sent a text message, and it says, I'ma smoke you out. Dude, I can't control this. All I said was I said I was trying to smoke her out. I wasn't talking to Siri, and it says, "Are you want to send this message? I'm going to smoke you out." And it said
Why?
I gotta correct that mistake.
Siri?
I never been like Siri
here.
dot.
How may I help you? Big Kark.
Big cock.
Big cock.
That's fine.
Here, I'm gonna ask Siri if she'll let me fuck her. Let's see. Hey Siri, you gonna let me fuck you tonight?
I'd never speak to you that way.
Oh, you're gonna let me fuck you? I'm gonna stick my dick in your lightning socket and I'm gonna stretch it out so that it's fatter.
There's no need for that.
Yeah. That happened. This is a weird way to end the commentary.
It really is, man. I can.
Siri.
Hi there, Big Kark.
Hey, what do you think of the movie It?
You had the same problem I did.
Siri sucks.
Siri.
Hey Siri, do you like
Siri.
the movie It?
Here are some movies.
I didn't ask. I didn't ask for you to fucking show me time. She's okay. This makes no sense. She just produced a giant list of random movies like Die Hard, fucking.
You like the movie It?
And it's just like a random list of movies. Like I didn't say, hey, could you show me some examples of movies? Hey Siri, are you a chubby chaser?
Hello there, Big Kark. Sorry, I don't really know.
Why are you calling me Big Kark?
Why is she calling you that? Big Kark.
I have no clue. Why are you calling me Big Kark?
Did you assign your name to the phone Big Cock and she's trying to say Big
No,
Cock? Like,
dude.
I'm not sure I understand.
There's a post-credit scene. Vertigo. Hello.
Did they? How bizarre!
A little bit of vertigo. It's everything I wish I didn't know, but did you? Give me something I can feel.
I hate that fucking song, man.
It's horrible, dude.
Dos, tres, 14. It's horrible. But anyway,
¿Qué pasa?
regardless, the movie's over. It's funny though. So you have never, you probably couldn't have given a very good assessment because you never watched it alone.
Oh, I
really.
can give a great assessment.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I give it a solid 3 boners out of 10.
I don't think it's fair to see. Zach, do you really think you can really grade it?
I don't know. I don't know his mind.
We weren't really watching it. I mean, it's the same for me, man. It's kind of where I kind of sit on it is middle of the road. It's literally just middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 5 out of 10. It's not good. It's not bad. That's all right.
I didn't really enjoy what I saw. Let's just say
it's the epitome of all right. I'm just kind of okay, whatever.
It looks like a Netflix Stranger Things movie.
A lot of people got that vibe too, especially when you got the Stranger Things kid in it. But anyway, it was fun doing it. We wanted to knock this one out because it was new, and I know a lot of you guys are going to be going out and buying it and watching it because it was such a huge hit. And of course, we wanted to put our stamp on it. Taking a little bit of a break from the Christmas stuff.
I might buy it too, just to see if there's a deleted scene of them fucking each other.
I might get it regardless.
Oh God, you guys are crazy. I would never get this shit.
I don't know, man. I'm on the fence. Maybe I won't, but anyway,
I don't hate the movie. I think it's
okay. It's 5. It's a middle of the road.
It's okay, but I definitely don't think it's worth buying. I don't even think it's worth a red box at this point.
Okay, fantastic. We're 10 days out from Christmas, so we're going to hop back into the Christmas mode. We just need to take a break and do this because, it's about to come out. But I guess we got like Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 coming on one of the podcasts. I don't know if it's going to be ours, if it's going to be the Mac and Zach. Regardless, I think we're doing that. And then I would like to do Silent Night. Why not? I've never seen it. It's probably going to be shitty. But we can get probably a couple more out before the holiday hits. Looking forward to seeing what you guys get for the holidays. Maybe you guys are going to get some movies in your stocking. I don't know. But if you guys are watching this on YouTube, much appreciated. I always want to keep reminding you guys to please subscribe to the superior versions of these podcasts on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, all that bullshit. Revivalhouse.net. Find us everywhere. If you guys are about the Facebook, not the Facebook, the fucking YouTube. I can't even talk right now. That's great. Subscribe here. Share us. Give us feedback. And ever since, I want to point out the iTunes app, since they updated it, I fucking hate it. The layout's horrible, but the one plus side is they finally added the ability to rate and leave comments on the app. Duh. You think they would have did that from day one. It's the fucking simplest thing in the world. So now it's so dumb. The new layout sucks. I fucking hate it. I hate the layout.
Yep.
Dude, it's such a mess. It's like, why did they fix something that wasn't broke? The layout itself was fine. All they needed to do was add review and comment. That's it. But whatever. If you can get past that, now you can actually leave that feedback. So please do it. You guys have been leaving some actually, and it's proven to work. I've gotten some good feedback on the Deep End podcast. People have left reviews and comments and things. So I think that will help people, reach out a little bit more as far as iTunes goes. So thank God they did that. But anyway, check us out there. Share us with your friends. I'll pitch Mac and Zach Save the World, Zach's other podcast, where he gets really silly and zany with Mac. A lot of different types of movies you guys cover, and pretty much Zach's kind of humor to the ninth power. A lot of Juggalo talk,
Yeah,
a lot of Juggalo talk.
That's what this needed. This movie.
Yeah, it really should have. You could probably do some Juggalo shit with a thumbnail. I don't know. And then I'd love now that we got Riverman here, I'd love to put him in the corner here and get him to do some more hobo. You need to try and resurrect your hobo, man. Get Zach to do it with you, or get like a revolving door of people to do it with you. I'd love to see you do hobo, even if it's like once a month or something, man. I mean, that's a good show.
What about retro? Retro Rampage.
So the thing with retro is we need to try and get a groove with that too. And the idea I've pitched the last few weeks, which I think we need to still do it. Maybe we should try and do that Sunday, Zach. We'll implement that if you want. We'll do like some kind of like retro Rampage before we do a commentary. Because that's what I want to do. I'd like to be able to do that. And because those don't need to be long. Retro Rampage is always pretty short. But now we kind of moved on to doing them with footage. We're playing and we'll stream a game and we'll kind of talk about, Kind of like what we do here. We'll talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about with the backdrop of a movie. We're going to do it with the backdrop of a game. We've done that in recent times with other games like, what did we do?
Shovel Knight.
And shit like that. But, so yeah, I mean, remind me, Zach, and we'll do something about that there. And then also, please do check out and subscribe. It's the Revival House YouTube channel. If that's where you're at, you can find the new Deep End podcast with myself. Also find that on iTunes and all those other places I mentioned too, the Deep End with Aaron Lipscomb, or subscribe to the Revival House feed where you can just get everything under the Revival House umbrella. But definitely check that one out. It's definitely different. It's not super slapsticky and weird. There's no fucking weird kid jokes and all this shit you probably hear. There's no juggalo talk. But there's some pretty cool subject matter, and it's something I'm really passionate about. So check that out if you want. If it's not your thing, cool, no worries. If it is, give it a like, give it a share, and let me know that you like it, and definitely give feedback of what you want to hear about or what you would like me to talk about, or submit some questions. I'd love to hear some questions and maybe answer some stuff like that. But anyway, that's all I got. Any final words, Zach?
No.
Okay, Riverman. Besides, you hate this movie. Anything else?
What movie do we do?
Okay. That's all we got, everybody. Bye puppets. Later.
Fucking puppets. These fucking puppets, man. I'm gonna strangle them. What is it he says? These kids, man. He says injure them. I'm an idiot.
Leave that in, dude. That's great.